And yeah, with 30 seconds in, it has been a drone largely. Gemini Replicator going to be going in straight towards the kitchen. Pulls off, gives as much information as Mr. Goria could possibly want. And then he's probably going to be hunting for some frags now. Move is going to be up there with Mr. Goria. We'll throw out the drone to provide some support for the Zofia player of Move. Luckily, Move has not been team killed yet, as was what happened on Clubhouse. Sprays going through the floor. Gemini Replicator was destroyed. Goria wary of that roam from above, but it is not really going to be the case, it seems. And there's a lot more priority on droning here. They're not willing to go for that hard aggressive. Some of the teams, Gemini Replicator not able to be used as there is a mute jammer in place. I think, yeah. Pushing straight down Freezer. Managed to get around it. Is going to spot the Goyo. Shadow just giving away there. I think it's just going to be holding the angle. They did the mute jammer. Somehow managed to skirt around it. The push up is going to be coming in. Shadow finds one. He finds two. That is Hawks and Shadow down. Revenge. They're living up to what I thought they would bring. I called it as the lines will go out. Zuzzy a little bit close on that shot. Maybe trying to send in his application to FaZe Clan. Not quite working out the way he would. At least Mr. Goria will straight into it as well. Gemini Replicator being thrown out once again. More information gathering potential. Extended charge is there. As it runs straight in, is going to scout the player at the bottom of the white stairs. Just right all the way into the bomb site. There's so much information just being gathered there by Mr. Goria. Zuzzy will find another from Gramato, the SPS and NG. Frag grenade being cooked on it. We get one back to Zuzzy. And being dropped by a version. Mr. Goria, some medicine moved. Have to go for the execute right now. And the concussions are out. No. Inversion lands the shot on Mr. Goria. As soon as that happens, Move finds his head, and a wave of bans coming out.
Attackers have recovered.
Dear Lord, so many people have been banned.
Oh my! Look at all the scumbags.
Slow is banned out 2 or 3 times. Their Darkest on it will get one back, pushing it to a 1 versus 1 in a 14-second situation. It's coming down to the wire, 10 seconds left. The execute is going to be coming. No, Move looks the wrong way, goes to the frag, but is not going to be able to find it. Dino swings, is going to be able to get him down. And with the pistol, we'll execute it. Fractured Memories.
Can we
bring it back?
Can we just can we just go ahead and get an F in Twitch chat for all the people who were unfortunately queued with these people and have now lost a crap ton of elo for playing on the same team and may have gotten D-ranked. I feel bad for these people.
It's a rough situation when a good quarter of the population of the SEA server. But going into round number 4, Dorms and Kids going to be the play here as the bomb sites have reset. Once again, Iana and Carly showing up. Seems to be the strategy that Revengers have brought into Oregon, and I'm a big fan of it. I will be honest.
Oh, definitely. Iana is just such a good information getter, and to be completely honest with you, it's information is everything in this game.
Attackers
if you're not
need to
getting
locate
information,
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Every time you peek a corner without knowing where someone is, you're taking a chance of, becoming feeding a kill to the enemy team, which puts your team at a significant disadvantage.
Well, I mean, it's a bit of diversity. It's not traditionally what it's seen, especially with the Space Force making an entrance here in Oregon in the form of Iana. Rotate holes are being set up. It's been a pretty substandard setup because, Fractured Memory so far here in Oregon. It's what I'm seeing a lot of teams doing at the moment at the very least. Inversion. Inversion, not inversion. Inversion will be setting up those Electro Claws. He's underway. Shadow is going to be going for a run out here. No, he's setting up a cam. He's going to head back inside, but I would have been very happy to see a run-out kill. I think that's just weakness. Fractured Memories are a bit shook. They don't want to go and commit to those dangerous plays. If he was any sort of, Juggernaut energy chugging Chad, he would have gone for it.
Juggernaut energy chugging Chad, I like that.
I thought it was quite elegant as they are going to be going in. Yeah. Oh, the Gemini that is going to be giving away so much information. Purely off the shots alone is Zuzzy trying to connect with its DSRX moves. He gets dropped by Dino again. The repeat of the last round. This time it was the opening kill rather than... As Mr. Goria will be looking for that angle. He knows someone was shooting from over there. He's going to cook a frag grenade. Get past. No, the my magnets are there. Gets the first. Is going to explode, and the ADS will get the second. So utility largely wasted there by Mr. Goria. Is going for contest straight into walk-in. Going to get the angle. He's going to see the Jaeger. He gets the Darkest Dino. Not able to get the drop this time. Is going to be taken down. So back and forth. The frags have got Mr. Goria with the head of the second. It's repeating last round, in fact. He got 2 opening frags down in Freezer. He's now got 2 opening frags from Master Bedroom. That is massive. The Wamai and the Jaeger now gone. That utility denial completely taken off the board. No Magnet's going to be regenerating. Jumps the drone in, sees the player on the stairs immediately. Mr. Goria is putting in absolute work for Revenges here and could be the tool that pushes them over to the edge to a victory. I'm still pegging for that 7-4 scoreline. I reckon they can do it. One minute left on the clock. Gramado holding Chromatic. Shadow in Dorm contesting on the double window. But they're peeking the angles here. This is a rough spot to be in. Oh, they've got almost the crossfire set up with the CSR. Looking for the shot. Mr. Goria finds a third in the round. That's inversion down his quad. He sees it. He gets it. Shadow down. We can see a Mr. Goria ace here in round number 4. No, Sarmatis does. Oh man, this dude. He gets that pizza grease all over his hands. He comes, steals away the ace from Mr. Goria. This is not the teammate you want on your team. This is just, it's not good play. He should have given it over. He should have respected the team boundaries and given the ace. But,
the chat's like just screaming like, stop peeking. like that just seems to be the consensus from the chat. Like, just stop peeking. Hold your
it's a simple situation. If the bullets are coming from one direction, do not put your head in front of them. And that was the case. We see a 6-pick out for Hawks. He's going to be picking up the Castle over the Valkyrie as we are going to be heading down to Meeting Hall and Kitchen. Same roster being brought on the attack. It really has.
Defenders,
so why
protect your
change?
From being defused
Well, wait.
by attackers.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it is the standard saying. As Mr. Goria, you see him, he's sitting at the top of the frags at the moment, 6 under the belt. Has been on an absolute tear. Not to mention the kills he got before the rehost. Darkest Dino doing what he can to keep pace, but it really isn't enough at the moment. Going around number 5, the scoreline 2-2. Mountain. It could be a possibility. We could see either result at the moment. We could see that 7-4 that I'm pegging for. We could see that full overtime that you're gunning for. At this stage, who knows?
All I know is
10 seconds
it's
to
a
go.
great day for esports. It's raining outside. Got called up with some Juggernaut.
5 seconds remaining.
You know, it's a great day for esports.
Attackers.
It's not raining here in New Zealand. I don't have Juggernaut energy with me, unfortunately. So, what you're saying is it's a terrible day here down in the southern. Okay, whatever. We'll take it.
Listen. It may or may not be apocalyptic when your toilet goes the other way. So.
Actually, someone did the math, and it's not the end of the world. You will survive. You will move on. Chug yourself some great Juggernaut energy, and you'll be fine. Just calm your nerves. But we are in the action phase. First 30 seconds already burned through as they are pushed downstairs, coming straight from bunker. The Gemini is already out. Will be dealt with in the end, but Sarmatis right on its heels at the moment, looking for that information. Mr. Goria on a tear, looking for more frags at the moment. And does he? He's out here from construction. He's heading to rear stage. He's going to get the lance off, destroy the electrification of inversions. And now they're going to start to look for that execute. They've got the external charges going up from Big Tower onto Attic. They can look to contest from there. They can look to contest from basically anywhere at this point. I'm looking for that long angle, hoping that someone is holding one of those tight angles up in Attic, but it is not going to be the case. No frags as of yet, as we are heading to the second half of the round. It could go either way still at the moment. Both teams are here to frag. Ping's going out though, so they are going to scout at the fact that there are several players up on that second floor. Position's well and truly given away, and they're looking for that long angle. It's going to be Zuzzy looking to contest. He's going to see the shots ringing out. Those traces giving away position. Right on that right hand side of Big Attic. Oh, bottom Attic, sorry. Frag grenades going in. Gramado has been dropped low. Looking for another angle from Big. That's going to See all the way over to bunks, but not able to find anyone to shoot at. Oh, moved, almost found the connecting shot of the player at the bottom attic.
Gathering intel.
They're doing so much to contest this angle, and it's actually going to be Tonix to open things up. The Thermite landing the shot on the Gramado, who was close. It didn't take much. Mr. Goria gets himself another on the board. That's Inversions down. They think wiped out. Zuzzy with the big CSRX kill on the Darkest Dino. They are just connecting frags left, right, center. He goes for the flick, almost connects the shot. Shadow gets himself away with his life. Hawk gets struck. Mr. Goria is on an absolute mission to dematerialize fractured memories at the moment. Shadow will get one back onto Zuzzy, but moved is there to capitalize. Revengers looking to get themselves the first map win here in the grand final.
Absolute insanity.
I mean, it's been hard-hitting, hard and fast action so far. They almost got the flawless, but no, Shadow wasn't going to let it happen. Heading back down to basement, Shadow will be picking up the Goya once again. It was the bomb site that, you know, Revengers did struggle into. They ended up losing that one. Well as that initial Kids Dorm push. But we'll see what they can do.
What would you say Oregon is? Which side would you say Oregon favors?
I would have to say defense, just because of the way the map is set up. There's so many different nooks and crannies you can look to be hiding in, especially with a mute on the board. It makes it harder, but it seems that it has been more and more. Maps are becoming frag orientated. Whoever can find the frags, whoever can click those heads the best, will gain the advantage. I mean, as much as that is the standard in a game like Rainbow Six Siege, you can, I mean, especially with a map like Coastline, as much as, yeah, it's counted to be attacker sided, whoever's finding the frags is going to take the win on the day. Hope to see what they can do. Revengers looking to extend that lead. They've got one round ahead on the board. Off the back of Mr. Goria with, you know, 10 frags already under his name. He got 2 in the first round before the rehost at least. So he is just on an absolute mission to crush the hopes of Fractured Memories here. I don't even know if he's able to continue this momentum, whether or not Fractured Memories can get that 4 rounds that I said they were going to. And we'll see what they can do. Action phase underway. Zuzzy with the CSRX is just going to quick scope out that default camera. He's looking for more. I'm so impressed with Carly players being able to land those shots because it's such an impactful weapon, an impactful gadget that you can look to just ruin people's days. Gemini Replicator there as well. As Mr. Goria will be looking to get himself in to get some information, but the mute damage is there to stop that from happening. They will just have to wait for the regeneration of that gadget. There's a wee bit of time to invest. So they're going to look to go upstairs instead, start that vertical threat. On an absolute roam right now. No, besides better of it, just going to jump back into farmland. Just setting up angles downstairs, waiting for defenders to peek their head out just a wee bit too far. Zuzzy there in garage with the SPSMG, dealing with those default cameras and starting up that vertical threat any moment. Push in the kitchen corridor. It's Matter to open things up with Jardo this time. There's going to be the Goya and the knife cell that he had in the back pocket, now gone. They're droning out meeting hall, looking for that vertical pressure onto the hatch. No Kaid to deny it with an Electro Claw. Move is down in construction. Oh, pushed again from above. Zuzzy's there. He's looking to start up that vertical game with Mattis and Mr. Goria. Gemini Replicator goes out. He's going to be heading straight down main lobby stairs into one of the Vulcan shields already dealt with, and he just pushes straight through it. No, not able to. Now they're going to be able to fit up those angles. Zuzzy is already there, applying pressure. Flash goes out and Tonix will just have to look the other way. Extended charge being placed. It seems that it's all going downhill here for Fractured Memories. Inversion, he's low, he could be taken out at a moment's notice. Gemini Replicator there. Zuzzy going to be controlling that long angle of this bomb site. Gemini is dealt with. And it's all coming to a pinch here. 50 seconds left on the clock. Something has to happen. One of the last time, just snag it down. That roam player positionally now gone. So Mattis goes to swing, not able to win the fight in. He's winning it out with a large portion of his health. Conversion will get moved as well. 3 versus 3 at the moment. Zuzzy finds one onto Gramado, which was the healthiest member of Fractured Memories at the moment. Mr. Goria again finding frags here on Oregon. Takes down Hawks, pushes it to a 3 versus 1 situation. Proximity alarm will give away his position, but the diffuser is going down. They are going to be playing from post-plant, and Inversion doesn't have a lot of health to work with right now. Mr. Goria throws out the frag grenade, shots ring it out, and Zuzzy with the SPSMG will take him out as secure themselves a 6-2 half going onto their defense, and the way they've been going, I could quite easily see it being 7-2 at this rate. I don't think you're going to get to see your overtime here, Mountain.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
No overtime, no Sichuan.
This chat is so split between these two teams. It's so funny reading.
Well, I'm going to stick with what I said. There was doubt in Revengers have this.
If it's FM or if it's Revengers, the best team of all is always going to be Juggernaut.
Yeah, 100% back in a tournament like this, being involved with the community is a great thing to be doing and contributing here. So make sure you go over to the drone, as well as one of those OG shakers as well. But going into this, they've got a change in the rosters here. We are going to be seeing a Jackal coming out for Shardo on the attack, on the defense. It's going to be Tonics picking up the bandit here, so no play being opted into. And Mr. Gloria going to be playing in smoke. We'll see what he can do with that SMG-11 and the M590 in hand. He's been finding so many frags so far. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him continuing it here. And definitely in a great position to find themselves going into the defense on a map like Oregon. 4-2, the best of a bad situation. What looked like it could have been fraction memory, picking up some big rounds. Mr. Gloria says no. It doesn't let it happen. 2 seconds left. They're going to be underway very, very soon.
Moving out to locate a bomb and defuse.
Bravado, unfortunately, after that rehost has yet to find a frag, has well and truly been struggling.
See how they do on attack.
He's still editing. He's going to have no shotgun ammo left to his name soon. He will just reload, gets just 2 deployable shields and bottomatic. And Mr. Goria just quickly flick into his teammate's head. We've seen moved already team killed once today. Hopefully we don't see it again. It was Starman, the one that did it on Valkyrie as well, ironically. But it seems Fraction Memories have got themselves in, up in tower. They've got control of Big. Maverick is there. Gramado going to be doing what he can with the team at the moment. Is going to destroy the top side of that wall. Going for a frag. Will he be able to connect? Just bounces it straight off. Deals with the bandit batteries. Has done his job. Now Hawks things up with the exothermic. A great bounce there. And pretty poor planning out of Revengers to deny that with a Where My Magnet. They are going to look to drone it out. There's someone playing at the bottom of attic. I do believe it was Mr. Goria on that smoke as well. Reloading! Giamato going for a wallbang. Sarmatis will be the first one to drop. Darkest Dino finding that frag. The sledge showing up big. See, there wasn't Where My Magnet there. It was just in the wrong place.
Yeah,
because it could have paid dividends. Not anticipating that bounce coming out the drone there. They're probably going to scout out Mr. Goria very soon. He's prone behind the shield. No, we'll deal with the drone in the end. Seems to have pulled off that angle. That's such a dirty pixel angle to be holding.
A bomb has been located.
As they are looking to contest. More magnets being dealt with Shadow. Pushed off towards security corridor. More Where My Magnet dealing with those frag grenades of Gramado. Damage has been dealt here. Tonic is kind of low. Gramado, maybe that's why he hasn't found too many frags. He's just whipping those initial shots. Looking for some angles. There is a player at Bottomatic is going to go and try for the swing. But all the advantage in the favour of Mr. Goria, but he gets caught from the side. It's not even Mr. Goria, it's in fact it's someone else. It is going to be moved there as he gets dealt with. Where might not going to be able to contribute too much to the rest of the round.
Pre-fire.
Oh, Tonics in the pre-fire finds the head of Gramado, brings 2-3 versus 2. Shardo's there to shut down Tonic. It is now all on Zuzzy the Jaeger. He's playing 10 kids. He swings after the ADS gets baited out there, looking for another, isn't able to find it. Inversion low. Oh, he does. He gets Shadow. It's a 1v1. The plant is going down. It's to the other side of the bunks. Which way will he swing?
Oh
He
my! If he was just a
Memory.
little bit more aggressive on that. He heard it down. Like, he heard the plant going down. Why didn't he just push it? You know, by the time the thermite would have had to turn around, he would have had 3 to 4 bullets in his backside. He just choked that up one up.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was going to be Revengers taking their 5th round, but no. Just a little bit too hesitant there for Zuzzy. Going to be hitting downstairs now. A bit of a change. Tonics is going to be bringing out the Clash as well, it seems. Something that I was talking about earlier on. Clash plays incredibly well into a map like Oregon. You can completely lock down Freezer, make it that much harder to get into the bomb site. Zuzzy will pick up the Kaid as well. Electric Claw is going to make it that much harder to deal with those reinforced hatches.
Defenders,
still,
protect your bombs.
There's, in my plan, in my prediction, there is still 1 round to go that they are allowed to get for Fraction Memories before I begin to worry. Revengers, though, will need 3 in the end to finish it off.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
They've got a pretty solid lineup. The Kaid does some work, but into Grimado playing that isn't the greatest. So they will have some way to deal with those hatches in the end. Inversion from Construction has a drone in position, is going to be gathering. Warrior playing that pixel angle as well.
10 seconds left before
He's getting those Vulcan fields by Tarps. In the end, does get it down. Tonics is there on the Clash. I'm ready to see the Shocky Shield coming out.
Shocky boy
Attackers'
shield, let's
objective
go.
is to defuse a
I
bomb.
love good shield play, that's my thing. Shields
I mean,
are good.
it's almost like Clash is just a good Mumsy, if we're being honest.
Wow! Wow, I'm attacked. I've been attacked. Someone call the police, please. Someone call customs. Someone.
Look, international travel is a big issue. You're not going to be able to make it to New Zealand, buddy, so I think I am fine.
I've been to New Zealand before. It's very nice.
Yeah, but it might be a while before you get to come back here again. We haven't locked down the border, so there's not very much travel happening. It's beginning into the action phase. And speaking of travelling, Move is already doing a ton of running. I think he's almost done a full loop of the map so far. As on the other side, Fraction Memories aggressively pushing into the building. They've got control of meeting.
I don't know if the Clash is a good pickup here because they have a Zofia and Zofia counters her so well.
Yeah, well, who knows? It really depends on who's playing on the shoulder of the Clash. Someone's playing behind Tonic. As much as, having a Zofia is good, it's only good if you still have your head attached to your shoulders. So it is going to come down to who can click heads the best here. Grimado already taken some early damage. I think they may have been trying to use the breaching torch to get it open. It is a bit of a janky situation to find yourself in. Still that pixel actually being held there by Mr. Goria. They're looking to heavily contest on this angle. We could find ourselves version is going to run out of ammo before he runs out of time. His Tonics is still there, playing that off angle, looking to gather that information. Inversion pulls himself towards the side of the doorway. Jump on the drone. Get that information onto Mr. Goria, who will hunt down the drone in the end. Ping's coming out. Flash is going to go in. Where am I banging it? Pick it up. More flashes, in fact, as Mr. Goria comes in with the white screen. Is going to have to relocate himself a bit defensively. Shield is dealt with, and Darkest Dino is on the ground. Will they be able to get the pick up? That is the big question. I don't know quite how that happened. Could have been any number of things going into this
Did he
match.
fall? Did he slip and
No,
fall?
I
Someone
don't
call
know.
Life
Maybe
Alert.
he did. I'm pretty sure he's one of the older operators in this game, so maybe he did. I don't think medical is that great when you're a part of the
falling
Rainbow
and
Six
I
program.
can't get up.
Oh, there we go. Grimado gets himself another on the board, taking down Zuzzy. That is the Kaid. The TCSG not quite paying dividends here. Going to laundry. Inversion. Pouring down the lane by the stairs. Is being contested. The swing not going to be able to connect there.
Bomb has been located.
Ambitious at best. Grimado finds another in the round of down and dealt with. Darkest Dino was also picked up. So there, fakes some bullets and into the backside. Inversion is there. Finishes him off. Grimado with a triple in the round. Here's with Mr. Goria. Spray going out onto the
Oh
ankles of
my!
Tonic.
What do you do when you're a Clash? You know what you do? You unclip that shield, you spin around, do a 180, spin back around, and just sack him in the face.
Yeah, and as a result, Fractured Memories get themselves a flawless round to bring it back to even. Now, if my predictions are to be sound at this point, At this point, Revengers have to get 3 rounds back to back to secure the win, which I can see coming. But we have a dock pick here for some edits.
Now the rain is gone.
We are going to be heading back upstairs to kids' dorms and dorms main as well.
Can someone explain to me why I get better frames the more I use my graphics card? Because I put everything on high, and it's definitely doing a lot better now. I was only getting 100 frames. I'm getting 130.
Attackers need to locate.
I don't even pretend to know. My computer is an absolute potato that I had to pick up because my old one decided to die.
Oh no!
I did the best I
Do you have a
can.
nice funeral?
No, it's still sitting in the lounge somewhere, just gathering dust. But we are into the action phase, round number 9, 4-4 the scoreline. At this point, Mountain, it's safe to say it could go either direction. But Revengers on the defense looking a little bit shaky than they did on attack.
Is this man gonna use all his ammo again?
Hey, it's all about
10
editing.
seconds left.
Bro,
Gotta
if walls were the enemy, this guy'd have 30 kills.
5
That'd be
seconds.
COD, not Rainbow.
I mean, he is leading the kills at the moment, so he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. I'm surprised considering just how well Mr. Goria has been playing that we're not seeing him on a more fragging-oriented operator. Smoke traditionally more of an anchor.
Specific roles on defense.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, if the guy can shoot, why not let him? Put him on the Jaeger or something like that. Let him go ham.
Drone activated.
But it is not the case. We'll see what he can do with the smoke. They've had a rather rough defense here, have Team Revengers. As Inversion looking for some upside down shenanigans on the rappel. Has the drone there looking for that information. They are heading downstairs. Surely by this stage they know that the bomb site is going to be up on that second floor. Oh, they're getting the no, Ramato, you can't be doing that. He takes a little zap from the wall of the attic. He's used a lot of that breaching torch ammo as well, and hasn't quite dealt with the reinforcements properly here. That's a bit rough. I don't know what he's done wrong here.
Right there, that's what he's done wrong.
Oh, he's got one tank left. This attack could be completely done because of the fact that he has somehow messed this up. As he takes more damage from the wall, he's burning through it. Yeah, there we go. He finally got it. It took him a while. Dramato. It looked for a moment like we weren't going to get an inversion, getting trucked to all hell. Drone goes deep in at it, doesn't know the player at bottom, tucked in behind that half wall. Where my magnet's being dealt with, Tomato whipping his shots again, despite picking up that triple in the last round. Frag grenade being held here. It's going to be picked up by the first one. Magnet. The second frag goes deep. Not going to be able to connect onto anyone. Reloading. And it is moved at the other end of Attic right now. Dusty taking some big damage as well. Got a duck in the form of Sematic to make things a little bit happier. Where my magnet goes deep, it's going to go down. They don't connect the shots onto it, so any follow-up frags are going to be hard to connect. Drone is going to go in. Do they scout out and move? Who can? Yeah, he just went prone. He ducked under that half. Went prone, got himself behind the shield.
Drop the bomb.
He's big brain. The Mystigoria finds he's getting frags down the deep, and finally Toxic Babe does go. The two players playing behind the shield. Unfortunately, Gramado finds moves to move, not able to capitalize on the tight position that he's holding. Sonox will find one back on Ashado with the MP7. Wire slowing things down here for Fractured Memories. 4 versus 3 as it stands with 19 seconds left. But Gramado just base tanking that Toxic Babe.
15 seconds.
Holding behind the shield is Mystigoria. So he gets things cast out. Some medic will drop by Darkest Dino. M590 for Mystigoria. Dusty and Mystigoria buys a second. It is all done. The Revengers get themselves round number 5. Zuzzy completely concussed out, just going for the shots. Finally sees the Zofia coming through that double window. And that could have gone horribly wrong. Horribly wrong for Revengers there on their defense. But they pull it back. They get themselves a 5th round on the board. And they once again have that round advantage. And as a result, going into round number 10, we could see that situation eventuate 7-4. 3 Meeting Hall Kitchen. Strange Well, it'd be interesting to see how this hold does eventuate.
Oh,
Pulse
Pulse.
coming out for Mr.
Oh,
Gloria.
Pulse. A cheeky Pulse. Peach Fuzz, man. Let's go.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Let's
from being
do it. Let's
defused
get
by
it
attackers.
done. That cardiac sensor going to be making an appearance here in Oregon. I mean, Mr. Gloria, look at him. 12 frags to his name. Is easily worth
Absolutely.
2, potentially even 3 of the players here on Fractured Memories in terms of the frags he's brought to the board. But we'll see if he can look to extend that. Surprising
Put the
though,
team on your
especially-
back
Look
harder
by
there.
attackers.
Hey, look, the dude's got big shoulders. That's all I can say. A big
he's-
head and big shoulders. That's how Pulse works.
dude,
Yeah?
These guys bench pressing 400 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, the dude starts his day with a nice clean cup of juggernaut energy, hits the gym,
And
is
12
bench pressing his
rides.
entire team. But going in around number 10, surprisingly, we see the first floor site
Attackers are heading
out
out
of
to
Castle,
defuse a
which is
bomb.
traditionally, Newcastle office security. You play in there, and it's such a hard position to flush someone out of. You've then got the hack option to rotate down in the basement if you need it. And Mr. Goria, oh, look at this. Look at this. He's on the hunt for frags. He's playing just out by a shower. Behind there, looking for something. He's in dining hall at the moment. Got the heartbeat sensor out. He could be going, but no, he's going to pull himself back. Hatch will be open in meeting as well, so they got a rotation up. They do so too. But in small tower, the drones are coming out hard and fast for FM. And this man, Mr. Goria, is just hunting for frags here. Still in kitchen. Getting all the way into security. He's going to spot out one. Ping's going. So they know there is someone outside at the
Ping's
very
not
least.
exactly 100% accurate.
No, not
To
quite.
his
but it
team,
gives
it's
them an
like,
indication.
hey, it's like somewhere in this area.
Oh, this could be big. They don't do the fire above. Nitro Cell is going to be throwing. They're not going to be able to connect there. As he is playing a very dangerous game, is Darkest Dino right now. Nitro Cell does get ripped.
Don't kill your
But he
teammate. Don't
has-
kill your teammate. Don't kill your teammate.
Yeah, we've already seen that one happen once. He was moved going down to some edit right frame. His flashes are coming in. Unfortunately, there's no way to recover that. Nitro Cell shot through the floor, take just above half health. The match is being good open here. This could be a big Nitro Cell play if they can connect. And flashes just going out, raining out down onto the first floor. External charges to be practice roll for dining. It's all going to be kicking off drones there as well. It feels like Revenge is just being pinched a wee bit
I
here.
think their smoke just dropped to basement.
I don't blame it. That's why they've got the holes set up. As Duzzy opens things up with a kill on the Gramado.
Oh, it was
That
moved.
Jaeger, once again, paying dividends. And moved, yeah. They've dropped themselves down the basement, playing from a more favorable position. Look at it contest with that cardiac sensor. So is there someone above? It's going to scout him out as per usual. Doesn't have much still available. No, the grenade is being caught. Darkest Dino. He whiffs it. Inversion gets taken down. Hawks on the ground. Stardust on the ground. Inversion's the only one left. He finds another one. And Dudley after really taking down his teammate. They go into the swing in the dining hall. He's down. And it is all over. Shadow is down. Diffuser is there, but they're going to be able to deal with it. Samanis has picked up that role. Shadow just watching desperately from the
That
ground.
was- that-
Unable to contribute.
That was a very poor play on FM's part. They definitely could have played that better. I feel like the Zofia was trying too hard to be a god, and ended up
They
being
hard,
not very good.
they hard forced it there. It didn't pay off. We now find ourselves round the way being correct. 6-4 the scoreline. Revenge is one round away from securing Oregon here. Basement going to be picked up in Oryx.
Oryx!
The Jordanian in the hands of Sarmetis. As well as the Legion being picked up by Zuzzy. Please don't 6-pick off. I want to see an Oryx. I love Oryx. He's good fun.
I want to see Kool-Aid Man.
That Remadash coming in.
No!
Sarmetis is a bully, and I don't like him whatsoever. Greasy pizza fingers and a team killing fiend.
Oh,
But we'll go in round number 11. Capital is well picked up on the other side. But
Defenders,
could
protect your
potentially be
bombs from
one
being
round
defused by
away from
attackers.
Revenge taking away the first map of this best of 5. Darkestano not going to be playing the sledge this time. I think he's having some PTSD after being caught out with a frag grenade in hand while opening up that floor. Move on the Jaeger. Got once again. Zazzy, though, a bit of a change, is playing the Legion this time. In Operation so far today, I do believe. We'll see how they use it, whether or not they can be effective. At the moment, Mr. Goria leading the frags. 14 under the belt. What do you mean? I think it's 2-3 frags.
Come on, Hawks.
5 seconds left.
Come on, Hawk. Step it up, boy. Come on, you can do it.
Attackers objective.
Hey, him and Shadow.
Use it.
Actually, him and Shadow are tied with Sam Menace. And in saying that Sam Menace did get attention in the last match after theirs, which was Clubhouse, though. Maybe he just had that way. Like I always say, a killer's a kill regardless of what team you're taking out. It's all what is that in the end. Drone is there. We'll scout out Mr. Goria at the end at the looking angle. Version is going to be contesting, pushing in the blue bunker.
Deploying APS!
Trying to see if there are any where my man scouts out the black eye. So we'll deal with that.
That's a big denial.
Most definitely, that's so much information that would have been available to them, but not anymore. And that was bold of him dealing with the barbed wire dive as Dino finds one. Mr. Goria gets two back in the end. Not afraid you want to be taken. That is Ash down as well. Mr. Goria dropped low, but really, you take those. Oh, there you go. Gramato playing from above. Look, his contest on stairs, but is to do it. He's going to reposition himself, use that breaching torch, and inversion. Can do not much more than just sit and stare at the angle, knowing that Mr. Goria is there. Because if he looks to contest, it's going to be moved to spray him down. 16 frags for Mr. Goria at the moment. Remo Magnet's going to be able to pick up those lifeline grenades. Not be able to connect. Wager is there. They get it. They take him down. Mr. Goria, in fact, swinging wide for his triple in the round. As they've got so many crossfires set up onto that blue bunker doorway. It's going to be tossed in off the back. Number 3-5 from Mr. Goria and Gramato has a love-hate relationship with these electrified walls. And Sucrose. They've got double hard creatures left available to them. Experiment cards go out. Drone room backstairs, trying to give that information. But it feels like we're all but done and dusted, Mountain. 6-4 the scoreline. 4-2 in terms of bodies left alive. And I think I'm going to be right here in terms of my prediction. Oh, look at that. The prone form of Zazzy through the doorway. Takes down one. Wants to get one back on Mr. Goria, but moves. He closes it out in commanding fashion. Revenges. Make me right. 7 for the scoreline. I've got Juggernaut energy pumping through my veins. Into my brain. It's big brain. That's all I can say.
1000% making these people hit their shots left and right.
And it is going to be that 7-4 scoreline like I did here in Oregon. We've got a couple more maps coming your way, so don't give it to guys. Let's throw it to a quick break. While you are waiting, though, make sure you head to juggernautenergy.com. Use that discount code UNSTOPPABLE to get 20% off your order. Fill yourself up with some Juggernaut energy and give yourself all the energy you need coming into the next map. So don't give it to guys. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We've got map number 2 coming up for the Unstoppable series as presented by Juggernaut Energy. I am Blue Panda on the mic, joined by Mountain. Mountain, I was right. 7-4 was the scoreline. Oregon, I called it. I'm big brain, biggest, smartest, curvedest, wettest brain.
All right. New Zealand's better than America. I get it.
Damn right. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
Oh, you know
That
what?
is
You know
all-
what? That's cap. That's cap. And I'm gonna. The reason why that's cap is because Juggernaut wasn't made in New Zealand. Juggernaut was made in America. So let's go.
Well, we are going to be hitting the ground running with Cafe Dos Bands binge taking away Nomad off the board again. Is the great Juggernaut Energy being shook in the background.
In the metal cup. This is a metal cup. This shit's like a margarita shaker. Mixed drinks in this.
What else is in there with the old great Juggernaut Energy? Thatcher, the follow up. The response.
Apparently, it scared someone in chat.
It do be like that sometimes.
Oh my.
Well, we're coming hard. We're coming fast. Here. Ready to get that action play. Revengers taking that one off the board again. This poor Spanish operator, this poor little Spanish lady, has just been getting so much hate throughout the entire run of this tournament. You hate to see it.
And she
Why-
created everyone's gadgets. So what the hell?
Exactly. Why would you be so mean? The response coming out now will be Clash Revengers.
After that one match, they're like, no clash, no clash.
I mean, it's a bit rough having to play into that at the best of times, especially on a map like Cafe where it can be. But not going to be the case here as we head into round number 1. Revengers on the defense this time. Going to be starting things up upstairs with Bar and Cocktail. Again, we see a bit of a deviation in terms of operator picks. Gridlock being hovered here by Grimmardo. Surely that's not going to be locked in. Or at least if it is, it's going to be 6 picked out here. Surely.
what's wrong with Gridlock? What happened? Did they make her worse or something? I thought she was a great
No.
anti-rotate.
Like, if you look at, like, Roam Denial, you got, like, tiers. So you got tier 1, which is, like, Jackal. Basically tells you exactly where they are. Then you've got Nomad with the air jabs. And then you got Gridlock. And I know a lot of teams try to avoid Gridlock when they can. But it does not seem to be the case here as Zuzzy will 6 pick out onto the Bandit. And Gridlock will be making an appearance representing down under here. A bit of Australian love.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
As
as many
Gridlock
bombs
will be
as they
making
can.
a way onto Cafe.
For some reason, meme within the community, just gonna go ahead and say this. When they were making Gridlock, they forgot to take her model out of 4x3. So she's much wider than everyone else.
Well, you know why that is.
Why?
Because they took the rest of Mozzie's height. That's the reason. Or 11.
Attackers are discovered the location
Gridlock
of
is
the
such a force unto herself. She just absorbed all the extra height that was available to Mozzie.
10 seconds left.
I mean, no, I'm a big fan of Gridlock. Wait, I'm a big fan of Gridlock. It does offer some great roam denial in the form of those track stingers.
Attackers are moving to
It's
defuse
interesting
the
to see
bomb.
where that placement is prioritised. Getting themselves into it, getting themselves started. Action phase underway. Are we going to see any sport? Alarm is being put down here.
I think
No French operators. As Zuzzy might be playing a cheeky tight angle here in Cigar Lounge. As
oh no! No!
look, Zuzzy is not here to make friends. That much is well and truly clear.
Changing name.
I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about that one at all. I don't know what quite happened there, but that really wasn't the play. There we go. Track Stinger's already going down early into red stairs to cut off that rotate potential.
Yo, I want to F in chat for that fucking team damage right there. That's a big F.
That's like that's an insta stuff. That's an insta bench moment. Zuzzy gonna be hitting the sideline there. As I say that, he finds the opening, so he is redeemed here, taking down Inversion. As he did go for a very aggressive peak, playing down and mining though. It is going to be dark at the moment. It's going to be fun over at the floor. Might be able to get the angle. I do believe Spray's coming out. It's Zuzzy. No, it is Zuzzy. It's the Bandit trying to contest here. And Darkest Donut will take some pretty significant damage. Oh, he's looking to open up more. And Zuzzy, he's on the hunt, playing from above.
Only five buckshots left.
Oh, there we go. Gramado coming in big with the gridlock flying. Zalsby taking out that bandit. Looking to contest onto the angle though. Gramado is upside down. In fact, so is Hawks. They're playing Batman right now. Trying to deal with that potential rope from VIP. Shadow. That is a very long angle from Train. Knows there is someone playing on the stairs. I do believe it is moved. Darkness, yeah, he said they're looking for it. They're looking to try and contest here, but Shadow will pull off at the last second.
Time to ring some ears.
They
Man, it'd
not
be really nice if Bucket made it.
Yeah, that's another talk point of contention there for old
Attackers have
Buck.
located a bomb.
Look, I will be perfectly honest. It's so disconcerting just how far, frag grenades can be thrown, how far drones can be thrown, and then, like, when it comes to defensive operators throwing nitro cells, it's like tossing a bowl of wet salad. It's not a fun time.
Yeah.
I don't know how Valkyrie can take a black eye camera and hit so far across the map you don't even know where it is. Group one frag on Zach Kano. But then when it comes to nitro, Shadow just loses his head. Gramado finds one back on the move. Tomatus will find another on the Gramado. But big frags coming in back as Autonics with that big Aldi in hand.
That's such a big gun. I don't know why you wouldn't use the AA-12 with that nice slug.
Yeah, the old slug shotgun, and it seems Hawks is pretty locked out. Things are coming. Free fire being started up. It is so aggressive, and it will be the time running out. Revengers secure themselves the opening round win. Looking to continue that momentum they secured from the last map. And yeah, I mean, I just don't understand how you can go from literally yeeting a black eye camera a quarter of the way across the map to not being able to underarm a nitro cell through a doorway.
Bro, C4 is heavy, dude. It's like throwing a shot put.
I mean, have you seen Valkyrie's arms? She is jacked, man.
I guess. I mean, woo.
And I mean, that is probably the most apt ban I've seen.
Insert inappropriate joke here.
But going into round number 2, it is all up to Revengers. Look to continue that streak. They're heading downstairs to kitchen, which is traditionally the secondary site for most teams. Could see a bit of a deviation from the norm, but not really
Defenders, protect your bombs from
predicted
being
that
used by
badly
attackers.
here, as we see Gramado picking up the gridlock once again. He struggled on the Maverick. He's already doing
Attackers
better
have
on
located
the
a bomb.
gridlock than he did in the previous match. And you look at the frags for Revengers here. Mr. Goria, despite leading the frags in the last match, has yet to get himself on the board here. Despite the rest of his team each getting one. They're going to be setting themselves up downstairs. We forgot to ask, what is your prediction for the scoreline here? Because you called.
Don't ask me. I'm obviously terrible at predictions.
Look, I'm going to go. I'm going to go 7-5 here in this one. Potentially. Actually, no. I'm not. Screw it. I'm going 7-2. 7-2. Revengers are taking this 7-2. That is my call.
Yo, Zenith, he's calling you out. He's calling you out. Like, that's exactly what he's doing, Zenith. He's calling you out.
Yeah, I mean, Tonic's making a very ballsy play there with a very late castle barricade. They're setting up plenty of rotate holes, getting themselves ready to defend this first floor bomb site. Drones are coming in.
Nice drone.
Gramado, that is not how that works at all. You can perfectly land a track stinger where you want it to go, but you can't throw a drone over a vent. It definitely proves to me that Fractured Memories are a bit shook at the moment. Not quite landing those angles the way they need to be. And Shadow having to go for the easy option when getting a drone downstairs. We'll look to get down and dining, but isn't going to scout the player out behind the bar. Knows that there's a castle barricade there, at the very least going to drop right down into pillars. Following on the back feet of Gramado. Darkest Dino opening up that floor with the Canadian. Is going to spot out the Jaeger in the end. Nose down there now. Picks up the drone, throws it out once again. Fractures are in place. Cutting off that vertical threat. They're going to be able to scout out the castle as well there.
I'm reloading.
So they have information on a couple of operators at the very least. Slow plate coming out from the ash. Shadow looking to set up an angle, trying to find the frag. Zogdy is still there with a 416 carbine in hand. Up in frame museum. Still trying to open up that floor at the angle of anyone he can, but hasn't been able to find it as of yet. No Nitro Cell counterplay coming out. That's the only one there. Oh, move finds one under Hawk. Spray through the floor. Is going to connect onto Mr. Goria, do a bit of damage, but not nearly enough. Shadow will find one back onto Zuzzy. That is the Jaeger who's playing Dyning. Shadow gets dropped by Tonics.
Oh, he looked at him and then he
finds another. No! Move there as well. Gramado dropped off the bat. Darkest Dino, the last one left in Revenges. Looking on track to get that 7-2 that I was predicting.
Reload!
These rounds have been systematic to say the least. It is now all up to Darkest Dino. He's got 40 seconds left to play. Rather, at the best, 40 seconds left to be alive in this round. I don't see a situation where this Canadian can find 4 heads and still clutch out the round. Especially with the diffuser down in a rather unfortunate situation.
Wow.
And there we go. Revenge is just on an absolute tear.
What a communication right there. They knew where he was. They communicated their call. They had clear call outs and just executed. Dirty play. Oh my.
And as a result, 2-0, the scoreline already here in favour. Feeling confident with my predictions. We're going to be heading to live site for that rush potential. Carly has been picked up by Darkest. I know. Will the Monty make an appearance?
What?
Is it operator?
What? A Monty? Where? What? No. Why?
It's reading room fireplace. You go for that hard rush with.
Ow! No.
Gonna be a sledge instead. Not even the Carly showing up here. And going in round number 3, it is going to be up to Revengers to look to extend that lead.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as
They
they
have
can.
been looking systematic, dominant, however you want to put it. Hawks has picked up the Habana. So
You know what? I think
Yeah.
I figured out your ability to predict things so well.
Window
something in the future, yeah.
What?
Oh,
What? Why?
okay.
Why?
That is the second team kill that has come out from Zarmatis onto Moon.
Why?
Either
He says, "I'm used to it."
to this debut.
Oh no!
Seconds remaining.
And either
Does anyone
I
have the
have to-
suicide hotline number?
5 seconds left before insertion.
it's not even that. It's homicide. Someone call the police. It's
Attackers
just
are moving.
I would have to imagine that either he had an electric skin on, or they just wanted to deal with it, or he was shooting through
No,
a wall.
I
and-
think it was just for the meme.
Hey, look, I mean, at this point, it seems that maybe Fractal needs the help. Because they have just been deconstructed at every turn. But we'll see. We'll see if that minor advantage that has been given is going to be enough to get themselves around on the board. Ironically, it was the exact same turn of events. So last time it was with the Nitro Cell. This time it was not. As they are going to push themselves onto the third floor early on. Gramado at long range, quick to shorty. The fall off is pretty significant at that distance. It is a 4 versus 5 at the moment. No Evil Eye is going to be available. No Older going to be available. So not going to be able to have to set up those great free fires with such a massive amount of ammo available to them. I don't know how to read into that. That's not what I expected at all. I mean, yeah, good night, but that's the wrong good night you want to be giving. They push themselves into Barback. Going out for looking for a player in Freezer. I would imagine it probably would have been moved had he been alive, Zarmatis. But it is not the case as they are getting control of that third floor. Or spray coming out, Dark Side of next. Yeah, there we go. That's payback. That is Revenges.
Samad literally just went ahead and told his teammate, "You've lost your living."
Oh my lord! Darkest Dino connects onto Mr. Goria as well. Fireplace wall.
No!
Yeah, the Tonic does connect with the MP45, not able to find a second one as he was incredibly low. And it seems that Fracture Memory is going to be able to get themselves on the board now, as it is all up to Duzzy on their Valkyrie, with notoriously what is argued to be one of the worst guns in the game at MPX. But we'll see what he can do. If he can look to do some damage, at the very least pad those stats. Duzzy, there we go, he finds Gramado. That has a Nitro Cell. I believe it's a pre-placed one for him. I don't know if it is. I'd have to imagine. They are trying to get the angle hooks going for the plant here. Oh, Darkest Dino just walks straight in, gives it the press kill. Dino does go out, but the diffuser is committed, pushing all the way into train.
Defenders have eyes on the
Get that angle.
Attackers need to protect
What
it.
has at least heard the X-Pyros going out. Barbed wire as well to give away the position of the Cabana. Oh, that's a rough angle. Zuzzy will be flushed out there. Looking up, but oh, he finds the head! Zuzzy could do this! Doesn't quite know where the final player is going to deal with those tracks thingers. They haven't gone upstairs, unfortunately. And this could be the biggest bait play of all time. Inversion is downstairs. 13 seconds left. He's trying to do something. He's going to drop down.
Oh,
no!
no!
Right in the sky. That could have been the round for Zuzzy. Down 3, but Inversion was there playing and cut it down. My lord, I had faith. I did have faith there. But unfortunately, it was not to be.
Someone got outplayed.
I mean, yes, he did. But in saying that, he found some massive frags before that happened. Like, in a 1v4 situation, found 3, almost found the 3rd. And potentially might have had enough time to go for the defusers. So it was very, very neck and neck there as to whether it was going to go bomb.
That was
reset,
a real
bomb site
69 play because the chat seems to think it was nice.
Nice indeed. Nice indeed. Going upstairs though, as the bomb sites have reset. I mean, going into this, they've already got the one map advantage to Revengers having picked up Oregon. Now they're going to be extend that advantage
Attackers
as
need to
best they
locate and
can.
defuse as many bombs as they can.
Where am I being picked up here for some matters? Hopefully he doesn't kill his teammate off the bat, because that would be the point of much frustration and could potentially ruin any chance they have of taking map number 2. Setting themselves up on the 3rd floor, getting control of Cigar with those evil eyes as well. I mean, as much as Fractured Memories did pick up that last round, you've got to wonder, had it not been for the fact that there was a team kill early on, whether or not that would have gone to Revenge's favour. It was the Maestro. It was dropped early, and then such an impactful operator. Wind left alive, obviously.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
There you go, attacking arm moving to defuse the bomb. Action phase is underway. A lot of utility coming out of this Fractured Memory side. 9 flash grenades, 2 smokes. So, could be in for a rather rough white screen situation here. Fractured Memories are so scared of that VIP hallway run out. That they're so scared of playing around it. They constantly have eyes on it in one form or another. Mr. Goria playing barback has moved there as well. Oh, that's a cheeky angle being set up by Tonics.
Hey, I found his super shorty.
Hey, Zuzzy finds the opener on the Darkest Dino. That is the buck gone. That is a massive frag to be finding, and once again we find these teams struggling to decide who gets to go through the rotate hole first. They seem to have their 4 hawks on run out duty. They're still downstairs. They're trying to come out VIP. And things slowing down just a wee bit here. Oh, Zuzzy! No way! Hits the scrum, upside down rappel, almost gets a 3rd in fact, but is only going to be down. He just slowly crawl himself away. And they should be able to get the pick up here. Hawks gets the kill in the end, landing those shots. Gets it down into the Mr. Goria as well on the upside down rappel. He's just going to be pushed off that window by some quick thinking and quick shots out of time at us. But they should be able to pick him up surely. No, not able to in the end. The conversion is there to deny all hope. We'll push himself to the Cigar Lounge. Getting behind their bar, we'll throw the drone deep. It was Pixel. It was some mad. It's the drone is a choice. They don't quite know who is there. Where my man is going to be picking up these players in quick succession. Lives are going to be ineffective for the rest of it. Concussion does go out. And the shield is finally dealt with. Darmatis looking for the angle. There's so many where my magnets set up in Cigar. They finally burn through all of them. They can try and deal with that Pixel shield. But Darmatis is there. All they have to do is wallbang. Chronic finds Inversion. That is Sophia down. He's now all up to Shadow and Hawks. Hawks trying to find something, but Shadow's going to be the one aggressively pushing in. Unfortunately for them, Darmatis can just jump through the rotate hole into barback and be happy as Larry at the moment. They're contesting in the washroom, but no one is there. Time is slowly burning away. Hawks He's going to pull out the experiment card. Sarmatis will jump back in the washroom. Not taking it with Steve by Shadow. Not throwing it out. Neither of them connecting significantly on the other. Sarmatis does get dropped in the end. Shadow finally connecting those shots. 2 versus 2. 30 seconds left in the clock. Shadow pushes to the right. Noses the player on cocktail balcony. It is going to be Tonix' move. 5 seconds in the end. Taking out his FBI counterpart. Gunshots land. Oh, they're connected. Tonix secures Revenger their 3rd round. Even with the reflex side. I mean, the dude's an absolute alpha. Connecting, takes him out. 3-1 the scoreline now. 4 rounds to go. Well, actually 5 rounds technically to go before we hit that 5-2 scoreline. See if they can make it happen. So we are going to be heading downstairs to kitchen service once again. Legion for some. Otherwise, everything basically stock standard here. Fractured Memories on the attack. It definitely has been a bit of a skill mismatch, in all honesty, between Revengers and Fractured Memories.
I wouldn't go that far.
They're
still plats. They're all plats.
I mean, it has been close in certain rounds, I'll give you that, but on the whole, it has.
Except for this. This I don't understand. But it's understand. Like after seeing it, I understand it, but I don't understand it. You know.
I'm speaking more to the fact that Revenge.
It's just destroying
what they're doing. But we'll see. We'll see what they can bring out for the rest of this. So they are looking to move into round number 5. 2 more rounds in the half, including one after this one. I suspect. Revenge is looking for that 5-1 half. And pretty standard lineup being brought. Sarmatis, you're going to have that T5 SMG
10 seconds to go.
in the hands of Legion. In terms of frag, Zazie leading things at the moment with 6 under the belt. Almost has, actually has the exact same number as if you took Darkest Dino, Gramato, and Shadow. Find them all. They had the same number of frags as Zazie at the moment. Actually pays underway inversion. Dealing with the default cams, going to be able to pick up this drone. Eventually, fumbles it a wee bit there off the start. Telling up, trying to get himself over towards Pillar. And maybe looking to contest there. No, back on the drone. Playing it smart, playing it safe, pushing it along with that drone. Into reading. Scouts out that there's no one there. So they are going to be well aware of the fact that it is a first floor bomb site. And at the moment, there's multiple players pushing all already. And that vertical game will be starting up once again. Darkest Dino on Canadian. Looking to open up that floor from above. Drone goes in. There is a shield there ready to wait for. Oh, Mr. Goria with the SM. Cleans up the Canadian once again. Darkest Dino has gone down the first 2 or 3 kills every single round for the last map and a half. He's been the most contested player so far, whether it was the Sledge or the Buck. It has been a rough situation for him. Zazie. He's playing in bar down on the first floor. Has that entire bar opened up. So he's got a great angle. He's playing stairs from Pillar. And speaking of, someone is going to be watching their way down in a moment. Shadow will get one on his Zazie. He wins the gunfight in the end as that shield is dealt with. The goo mine does connect to the shins of inversion. As well. Mr. Goria coming up big with the second kill for him in the round. He has been playing spectacularly on the defense with that SAS operator in Oregon as well. User has been picked back up, and Tonix, he's stuck in coat check. Inversion will get Mr. Goria in the large factor, slowing down the attack potential of Fractured Memories. Now we find ourselves on the clock. Bomb has been found. Tonix will get one on the Shadow, takes it to a 2 versus 2. Prone in the kitchen though. It is going to be Sarmatis to stand up and stop this fight going down. Goes to spray. And Inversion will in the end pick it. Swings wide. Doesn't able to win the gun trade. Inversion actually gets it. Pushes him low. And Gramato will follow up with a kick on to Tonix. So they get themselves the second round on the board. Gramato comes up big with the gridlock. Just going for the quick swing. Takes him down in the end. Off the back of an unfortunate whiff coming out of Sarmatis. Not the first time we've seen it happen, unfortunately, here for Revengers. But final round of the half. Reading Room Fireplace will be the bomb site of choice. And still no Monty, unfortunately, my friend. No Monty going to be going for that rush play. Although, in saying that, I doubt it was going to happen anyway with the castle to
Yeah.
get in.
It'd be nice to see more teams use Montang, and it'd be nice to have Ubisoft show some love for Monty, because they obviously don't love him. He's the only GIGN operator without an elite skin.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused
Yeah,
by
it's for
attackers.
good reason.
Oh,
You
good
gotta-
reason, my ass.
Look, you've got a character whose name is Mountain.
Is
What sort of elite skin are you going to do for a guy whose name is Mountain? Look, he's a giant rock running around. I don't see it happening. It doesn't make sense to me. I think this is one of those, you just got to stop making a Montagna out of him. And just deal
they
with the whole
can,
situation.
listen, if they can make something for Rook, they can make something for Monty. Okay.
Window barricade up.
I think you are just barking up the wrong tree here. I don't think Ubisoft are going to be listening to you. But we're going to the final round of the half. Fractured Memories were able to secure themselves a second here, which, if my predictions are to be correct, on the final round they are going to be getting here on Cafe. Once again, Revengers are struggling with these rotate holes. They've got themselves set up. Bakery wall going to be opened up soon. Doing his job with the ectothermic. Owen is going in. Actually, it was a kitchen bomb site in the end as they get out rather than going reading. I'm heading upstairs with the drone, trying to see whether or not there is some sort of roam threat coming out the Revengers here. I don't think that was the play. I've opted for a more anchor-centric setup. Yeah, they're just scouting it out. No one there. No one upstairs at all. So that hunt wasting so much time as they are all downstairs. The real question is, how quickly are these frags going to be coming up? First minute has already burnt through with not really a whole lot of information gathered.
Attackers have located
They
a
are
bomb.
still afraid of the threat from above. Not going to be the case, in fact. Stingers go out onto those stairs. Got ringing out. Zazie will be the one that opens things up on the target line of the sledge being dealt with very early on. That is that vertical threat gone now.
Changing mags.
Well, I suppose they got the Zofia and the own economy here from Fractured Memory has been rather rough. Dado taking some big damage as they are looking to push in from VIP entrance. Version swinging there. Shadow will end up connecting with the head of Sam Madison. Jaeger being dropped and moved is there to get Inversion on the backside. The
Attackers
upside
bomb
fell
diffuser has been
off
dropped.
Granado. Being able to get one back. Tonics will drop Shadow in the end as Hawks is already on the ground. It's now up to Granado. Shadow and Granado, unfortunately, not able to contribute too much yet. It is all down to the Aussie. And look, I mean, as scary as Gridlock can be because of how big she is, she could bully anyone. I don't know if she has what it takes to do here. Zazie and Mr. Gloria still left alive. Hawks just left on his own to bleed out. Granado is down in VIP corridor. Is going to throw that smoke out and try and get his teammate up here. If they connect the shot, wouldn't be hard to imagine, or they almost connect. Return fire coming out as Toxic Babes are being put in position to slow things down here. 20 seconds left on the clock. They need to commit as they finally open up that barricade.
15
Default
seconds to
camera
go.
has been dealt with. 13 seconds left. Is there any Toxic Babes? That is the question. Zazie finds the first on the Hawks. Free fire's coming out, and it's all up to Granado. There's not much he
5 seconds left.
to take as Mr. Gloria to swing. And he does. M590 in hand. Secures the round. Revengers take the half 4-2 again. Mountain, I could be right. 3 rounds for Revengers here to take it the way I predicted. And at that point, what can you say? If I somehow manage to get my predictions to right 2 maps in a row, there must be some mysticism, some magic associated with the time travel that is being in New Zealand.
Yeah, I mean, this man is, in the future.
Yeah, you guys are stuck in, on the 11th. I'm living up here in the 12th. I'm just next level big brain moved. Going on to the attack is going to be running that Jackal Ying 6 picked out from the sledge here for Zarmatis. There is a Weimar Jaeger being brought here. The Goya is well. Shadow. Teams do like to bring upstairs. Tonix picks up the Gridlock, so it does seem that at this level in North America, at the very least, Gridlock has some priority.
Attackers need to locate and
Cafe.
defuse bombs.
Not really so much a priority in ANZ at the moment. But they get themselves set up. I mean, how sad are you that we haven't seen a Monty since, like, the second map of the stream so far, Mountain?
You know, it just proves to me over and over again that people just think Monty's dirty, and Monty's not good, and Monty is...
Look, I will be honest, we see a lot more of it than I've seen today.
10
There's
seconds
a lot of
remaining.
the community teams do like to play their Monty. But it seems that North America is not sharing that same sentiment. As the action phase is going to be getting underway. Inversion with a rather interesting hold from down below. That reinforcement to mining. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be achieving. Protecting that shield. And as a result, we'll see if they can hold things off here. Spray went out into VIP corridor, but no one was there.
A bomb
They
has
was
been
starting to get themselves up and getting themselves over towards this third level. And there's just so much tension in the air at the moment. I think the only thing that can relieve it is a nice cool glass of general energy. So make sure you head over to the website, use the code UNSTUFFLE for 20% off while you're at it. As we are heading into the 7th round of
Bomb
Cafe
located
here.
by attackers.
Bomb's been found. Zazie opens things up with a kill on the Gramada. That is no nitro cell being used.
Enemy spotted. Good.
R34C traps thingers as well, coming in from the sky, like just shutting down this bomb site, cutting off any road to get in the position to contest here. Things going out as well. Candelas, they've just got so much utility to dump onto the site. Moved is going for the plant right now. He's sitting out on Cocktail Land. And he's going to be able to get it off. He's going to be uncontested. Zazie will find a second onto Shadow as well. Just the overwhelming potential of this push coming in from Revenge is they've secured the plant. Back to Fine Hawk. Looking the wrong way. Inversion goes down. Darkest Sign will get back in the Gloria, but it is a 3v1 situation. And not to mention that is the post-plant situation. I don't think there's much that can be achieved at the moment. Pixel being held there from the bomb. Move's got a great angle onto White Hallway. Time just slowly bleeding away. Darkest Dino has to look to contest. Spray goes out, but it's Medics with the Ying taking the frag. And the round Revengers push themselves up 5-2 with the first round of the half.
Everybody look at it. Look at it.
That was a rough spray. Maybe he needs some Juggernaut energy as well to sharpen up that mind of his. Get his eyes to stop twitching and look to bring himself back to true form. For sure. That man needs some blue raspberry in the system. We're going into round number 8, 5 through the scoreline. Kitchen, as well as with a Vigil, in fact, on the roam. And at the moment, it even sounds like you need some more Juggernaut energy in your. You got the yawns going on.
It's man. Listen, it's been a while since I've casted. I'm just gonna go ahead and say last time I casted.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
13. So it's
Right,
been a
I'll
while.
give you that. It's a wee while ago, and you are managing everything else behind the scenes.
Yep.
But maybe in between this map and the next one, you can go grab yourself a shot of energy.
I
Get
need
yourself ready
more.
for the third map.
I'm all out. I'm gonna go get some blue raz.
Yeah,
Bomb
get
located
into the
by
system,
attackers.
get yourself jacked and ready to go as prep phase is almost over here. And then 8 underway momentarily. Going in.
Jammer activated.
Interesting to
5
see
seconds
if Fracture
left
Memories
before
can get
insertion.
themselves another on the board. I'm going to be right. We might as well
Attackers
just
are
call the
heading out
tournament
to
off
defuse a
because
bomb.
whatever I say going into map 3 is 100% going to be the result. And we'll be getting started. Shots ringing out all already. As they are trying to gauge whether or not they are going to be any pre-fires, any spawn peaks coming out. As they are going to start opening up these entries onto the first floor. Mute Gemma is there as well as the reinforcement. The castle barricade going to give away the fact that it is going to be a kitchen bomb site. They head upstairs, look to get themselves established vertically. There was at least one player from the second floor. Inversion! Opens things up with a big drag on to Zazie. Mr. Goria will get him back in the end. So quick trade both ways. And arguably, Zazie, the big loss there for the Avengers lineup. Going for another pre-fire, looking to hit some Darkest Dino there. Not able to connect. It's down on the first floor. Sarmanis is going to set up distraction on the white stairs, slow things down. Oh, the head scene of the Jaeger, but unfortunately not a gunfight. Sarmatis does go down. Definitely need some of that Juggernaut energy in the system. It dies spray on the final round of the first half. And he's done it again. With the shots onto Darkest Dino there. 4 versus 3, the scoreline now. Revenge is down a man.
Perimeter set.
30 on the clock as that Castle Barricade gets dealt with. Much to the surprise of Darkest Dino. 3 versus 3. In the row. Oh, he sees it. That's the Virgil shots connecting with Shadow. Will dissuade him. Coming down and joining the party. They fall off, and what a long angle being set up there by Mr. Goria. And it could be a very, very bloodthirsty end to this round with only a minute left. Hardwire being dealt with on pillar stairs. Jackal scan has revealed player over the other side. Even more scans coming out, revealing so much information. 2 players in on the bottom side, 1 on the roam. It's Shadow upstairs. Jump through on the quote check. Mr. Goria finds him in the end. Only has to find 2. There's 40 seconds left on the clock. Time is moving away. Tonics on the drone, trying to provide that information for Mr. Goria. Close to right. Outside of quote check. I don't know if he quite knows and moved. No, denies the ace. Steals away the kill on the Hawks. It was the Whamite, and it's Dramato. Oh, he sees it. Mr. Goria gets the A in the end. So could have picked up that ace if it weren't for his teammate. What an absolute meaning. Moved, denying the potential for an ace. And he's been so close time and time again. Mr. Goria just finding some big frags. As we go to match point now. I am 1 round away for being right 2 maps in a row. And I must have the biggest brain. Surely at this point, face finds me.
I feel like Charles Barkley when against Shaq, bro. This is ridiculous.
Look, if I get this one right, surely I just get straight up signed by Face It, flown out to Las Vegas, and become part of the analyst desk. Who knows? But we are going into the final round, potentially, of Cafe. Hawks was sitting on the Oryx. We'll also expect it out for the Valkyrie. Zazie will be bringing the Twitch in the end, as it was expected to start madness from the Buck onto the Ying. Reading Room Fireplace going to be the play. We could see a very aggressive rush here by inversion, so it might slow that down somewhat. But I am always a big fan of the rush onto Reading Room.
And defuse as many bombs as they can.
We'll see what they can do. We'll see what they can achieve. As we are potentially one match away. Well, 1 round away, closing up the match. 1 round away from hitting the series point. And
how about this? How about this? If
Bomb
you can predict every single match in this series down to the round count, I will buy you a tub of jugs if you cover shipping.
Yeah, I take that bet.
Okay.
I'm 1 round away from being
right twice in a row.
I'm 1 round away from being right in the second match, and then hopefully, if Revenge just keep up their track, it'll only be 1 more map after that. We'll see how they go, though. They have to be on my side here, Revenge. We're on the same energy right now. They are true blue Kiwis at heart.
True blue
They're gonna do it for me. They're gonna take me over the line here. As they are starting to open things up. Lines of sight being established. Looking for the spray. At least they are getting in on the north side of this building. Come on, boys. I believe it. I believe it for sure. They can do it. They can get me there. But they are using that time smart. Getting the droning out. Getting that information. Zazie, you see him leading the frags at the moment. 10 under the belt. Mr. Goria and Tonics coming in close second with 8 apiece. Drones are out, giving away that information. As the gems were found as well as the Castle Barricade. So it seems it's going to be a 3rd floor hold. Oh, Zazie, no, he's doing me dirty. Shadow will find his head to open things up. That is the Twitch gone, so no shock drone's going to be available for the rest of the round. Never mind. Into the shins have moved. We'll slow things down just a wee bit. He's going to be looking for that
Attackers
scan.
recovered the diffuser.
User has been picked up. As Mr. Gory will bring it back even. There we go. Two blue Kiwis. They're going to be doing it for me. Mr. Gory looking for more. Does, unfortunately, they lose some as he's down on the ground. Can pushing into mining. He's going to be moved. Getting up the crossfire so they can enable it. Darkest Dino finds some Mattis. They get the... It looks like I might be done and dusted here as Darkest finds moved as well. All down to Mr. Goya and Tonics in a 2v4 situation. Maybe the Fraction Memories boys heard what I was saying. All the smacker was talking and they said, not anymore. This man doesn't deserve it. Hawks finds Tonics. 1v4 and Darkest Dino closes it out. 3 kill to his name. And I've been denied.
It's okay, I'll still buy you a tub. Just pay for your...
Yeah, I'm down for that. As Darkest Dino does close it out. 3k to his name. And I'm 1 round off. I'll take that. 7-3. But, I mean, you've got to admit, Mountains, like, the frag potential coming out of Mr. Goria and the Revengers lineup has been nothing short of spectacular.
Absolutely. Absolutely spectacular.
I mean, their gunplay is out of this world. As we are going to be heading back upstairs to the 3rd floor as we head into round 10. Yeah, even Tonics was a bit shook after that one.
What happened to all the FM fans? There were so many and now they dipped. Wow, what a fan base, FM. Jeez, you start losing. It's almost like you're like the Patriots.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Ah!
You're not wrong. And we are heading upstairs. Surprisingly, we see a Kai being picked up rather than a bandit. I'm not quite sure about that one.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
The Maestro coming out. Hopefully, we can close out this map without Move being one tap. Ironically, that Move tapped in the back of the head by Sam Mattis, despite the frag differential between the two.
By attackers.
Sam Mattis not really, pulling his own way at the moment. Still has the audacity to team kill. But they're getting themselves set up, getting themselves ready to try and defend here in the final round of Cafe. See what they can do. We'll see what they can achieve. Inversion once again, getting up that reinforcement on the mining. Not quite sure how I feel about that. It did work somewhat in that
5
last
seconds to go.
I suppose they'll get the double up onto Cigar Lounge wall as well.
Attackers are heading out
So
to
why
defuse
not?
a bomb.
And Darkest Dino has already taken some damage before the round starts, maybe taking a leaf out of some man.
Reloading on ammo!
So
It looks like I hit some heartstrings with that New England Patriots comment. Oh no, Tom Brady's gone. Get over it.
Tom who?
Tom Brady.
Exactly. No, I don't really care who's playing. I just enjoy watching football. It's good fun. And as I say that, I'm enjoying watching Revengers. They are just playing in true Alpha Chad fashion.
Magnet deployed.
Scan, going to be coming out there to remove, trying to get some information onto anyone on that roam.
Deploying drone.
They see the reinforcement underway, potentially where that electrocore is. And just less than the clock, they have been through a little bit. Oh, like if there was like 100% penetration with these bullets, some man would have just lost the heads and moves, which I would have been 100% okay with. Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the Revengers. Darkest Dino getting tagged very low. Scan coming out. Is going to give away the player in Train, and Zuzzy will get that frag onto Inversion, who was flushed out of position. His move just a little bit paranoid, spraying through those soft walls. Sees enemies at every turn.
Swapping mags.
Slowly but surely, they are getting control of this building. Oh, playing tight left, there is someone there. He goes out. I believe it's Hawks, but I could be wrong. Darkest Dino gets dropped by Sam Mattis, getting himself his 3rd kill. Run out from Pillar. And 5-3, the player, the body line is closed at the moment. Mr. Goriel gets himself in onto Cigar Lounge. It's going to deal with that evil eye up there as well. Slowly worming their way up into this 3rd floor, trying to gain control. What a great angle there from Zuzzy. Sam Mattis finds himself another, takes down Hawks. And they are 2 frags away from securing Cafe here. Romano and Shadow, the last 2 left. And it will be over remaining 40 seconds. I managed to find some triple in the round, believe it or not. Who would have thought? It is Muzzy hunting the final play. He does get it. Revenges with the fullest round to close it. In true style. Something that you would not say about the Patriots, sometimes being honest. Hey, going into it, it is now a 2-map advantage in favour of the Revengers. They're going to be heading to Villa next. And it seems like there is absolutely no stopping these boys at the moment. We'll see if they can do it. We chuck it to a quick break while we get Villa sorted. Check yourselves out at juggernautenergy.com website. Get yourself some good supplies. Get yourself prepped for the ready one. And I mean, I feel like I did it at the moment. That was a hectic Revengers pushing me to the edge when it comes to casting. I am ready to get into the next one, so don't go right back. We'll be right back.
Alright, guys, this next map is, if Revengers wins, they win all the marbles, they win the tournament, everything is done, that's all she wrote. Or can Fractured Memories bring it back and go back for a win and win the whole tournament out from a 3-0 deficit?
I mean, a reverse sweep is not unheard of in the world of esports. But I just think the way that Revengers have been playing, it is going to be a hard push. That much is for sure. Bans coming out here on Villa. First one is going to be Thatcher. Pretty standard stuff. Jackal as well being taken away by Revengers. Again, nothing too out of the ordinary. Pretty standard. Even, yeah, you got the good luck, have funs in chat. Coming out just
luck,
from... actually, no, there we go. There we go. It came out from the side of Revengers as but it took them a wee while. They know where they stand. They are well and truly in the hot seat at the moment. Revengers.
Mira's just not going to get a single play.
In fact, it's the double Spanish operator bans coming up. They're not too keen on those European operators.
Spain is not allowed in this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cristiano Ronaldo would have something to say about that. But it is not the case. There's Maestro, the final ban coming out. As we are going to be getting into the action phase.
They decided to retire Thatcher because he's too old.
Yeah, it's always fun reading into the lore of Rainbow Six Siege, and you find out that Mute is only like 19 years old, graduated university at the age of 14 or something like that. And then rather than carrying on being a tech genius, was like, you know what, I'll join the armed forces, and we'll go from there. But we are going to be starting off in split site, ironically. Trophy statuary, not the traditional one. Usually it's AVG that teams do opt for. We'll see what Fractured Memories can do here. Being at a 2-map deficit has to be playing on your mind. But who knows?
Castle.
It could be all over in 20 minutes. As we do see the 6-pick coming out. And Nomad for Sarmatis. Is he going to be locked in? Looks like it, yeah.
Nobody's ever done that. Nobody's ever done that in the history.
Never before in
Attackers
the
need to
history of
locate and
Dota.
defuse bombs.
But we see. We see.
Opening mag!
As they are getting themselves onto the map, getting themselves prepped. I wouldn't be surprised if we see somewhat of an extended hold with for up here, and that's exactly what Inversion is going to be setting up. Reinforcements onto Aviator. Move is going to shout that out, at least in terms of sound cues. I'm not quite sure what these reinforcements are, because they I'm so confused. Like,
10
this doesn't
seconds remaining.
really make sense to me, but hey, who knows? These guys are better at the game than I am.
5 seconds to insertion.
As, they are going to be getting the round underway momentarily.
Attackers are
They've just
moving to
made
defuse the bomb.
absolute Swiss cheese of these soft walls.
Activate jammer.
And look, I'm predicting something a little bit spicy. It's something that has become a lot more prevalent in ANZ at the very least. The Shotgun Ella has been played a lot on Villa, and I've seen a lot of ACS-12 Alibi as well. So we could see the likes of that making an appearance. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see something cheeky like that making a show. As they are droning things out. The Mute Gem are not quite in the right position to stop that drone into Master Bedroom. Shadow opens things up with a big Gloria. UMP foot next. They might Magnus being deployed in Master Bedroom. Three of them, in fact, all waiting in the hands of Hawks.
You think Wamai and his dog get along very well for the amount of frisbees this man throws?
Hey, look, I mean, Wemai just seems like the kind of guy who would get along with anyone. Onyx has taken the head off Shadow in the end. Who, playing outside of Walker, don't want to be toxic, but good night. I don't want to be toxic, but I'm going to do it anyway. There's Onyx in chat. Nothing like a bit of banter between the boys. And they have used a bit of time burning through all those magnets and ADS. Goes into Mars to look to contest as Onyx finds another one. Surely he sees something here as well. They're looking for a third. He finds a third. Man, this guy is just he needs to change his name. He needs to rebrand. He should become Mr. Sandman because he is putting everyone to sleep right now. 3 quick headshots in succession. Darkest Dino will get Zuzzy back to bring it to a 3 versus 2. Could go either way at this stage. Gonna go for the swing. Deployable shield looking for that little angle. On to Darkest Dino. Move finds the head of Hawks. This is a quick headshot, and they see him. Will it be Tonix getting it? He's going to go in with the Bearing 9. He looks for it. He gets it. A quad kill to start things off here for Revenges in Villa.
Quadra kill.
It's a quadra kill. It has been a show. Revenges not looking to take their foot off the accelerator. They head into round number 2. And it is, I mean, in the last, let's go, 10, 12, 11 rounds, they've lost 4. So not bad at all.
Come on, chat. FM needs your help. Let's go. Let's hype them up.
If-
You guys are so quiet. So quiet.
Fractured Memories, they
What
need your
happened,
support
bro?
and your Juggernaut energy
So
code.
quiet.
So get those in the chat. Get those going. Get the support. Get the discount. Get it all. You're going to be heading to AVG for the next round. As we see a bit of a change up. Shadow not picking up the castle, going to be taking the Valkyrie instead. Kaid for inversion. I'm surprised we're not seeing a Goyo. It is an operator, which does play very well onto this bomb site. Zazie will pull out the Maverick as well. I mean, you've got to feel sad. You look at Maverick's picture, the dude, he just looks so depressed. Like, he has had the roughest of runs, and this is the first time we're really heavy. I don't know how you could have a character pick him while he looks that depressed. But we'll see. We'll get it underway. Prep phase initiated. Move just on the drone behind Inversion's back. Inversion just, carries on with his reinforcement like nothing's wrong. And they will be prepping themselves for an AVG hold as
10 seconds
per
remaining.
standard. And again, you see some
5 seconds to
standard
go.
deviations between a lot of teams. I'm surprised we're not seeing like a pulse or anything, which plays incredibly well on combat like
Locate
Villa.
and defuse a bomb.
And we're not seeing a Monty as well. That would well and truly make Mountain's day.
I'm trying to not think about that.
It's a hard knock life, especially in today's day and age. It is not easy, and especially when you have the love for an operator and not being a play to Zazie. Just good night all over the map. Hawks loses his head straight away. That's the win way down. That is a massive frag to be finding, especially behind that pixel in Classic. Getting caught out in 90, not realizing that there was a barricade behind you is a rough time at the best. But to lose out there, it's going to be demoralizing, especially coming off the back of such a massive loss that they did suffer in the last one. And we had 2 more maps in the pool. Oh, got the angle, and Zazzie's just frustrated, just going to open up that window in its entirety. Oh, the angle's there, doesn't expect the player. Darkest Dino has been putting in work on this Jaeger. Unfortunately, not quite enough to secure themselves a map win here, but we'll see if they can do it. There's still multiple rounds left to go. As they do look to push in. Minute 30 still left on the clock. Darkest reprising the role of his teammate now in 90. Where Hawks was just dropped moments ago is where he's going to be playing. Drones coming in. Scouts it out, gets the shot on it before.
Bomb located
Well,
by
not
attackers.
before, sorry. His position given away. If they look to play off that window, Darkest is going to be in a rough spot. Test is going to be coming. It's Mr. Goria on the Ash. And Tonix. Hibana looking for that angle.
Drone ready.
They're there. They need to do it. Carmetis going for the quick pre-fire as well, but none of them connecting. Version will find one back out of Mr. Goria. From below, move as the scanner up and available, trying to deal with that ADS, but not going to be able to connect the shots.
Loading new mag.
Setting up the angles, trying to set up the denial of that rotate as they move themselves up towards the bottom site. Air jabs going out. On second floor, Lanny's player coming in from behind, but Tonix is watching the angle.
Second floor.
Does he know that they're crouched down? I don't think pull off at the last second. They're not willing to contest. You know who'd be a great operator for this push count? Not Monty, I can tell you that much.
Oh
This
my.
Carmetis will find inversion. They lose another.
15 seconds to go.
Tonix being taken down, time dwindling away. 3 versus 2, so
10
Madison
seconds
move,
remaining.
happy to defuse it down and find those frags. Spray coming out, so Madison get dropped low. He's going to swing, find the kill
5
on the
seconds
Shadow,
to go.
double kill for him in the round. Diffuser is being stuck here by Move.
Attackers
2
activated.
versus 2. Darkest Dino and Gramado. The swing comes, unfortunately Move able to connect the shots there. Romano takes him down with the SMG-11, not taking a single lick of damage himself. Out in second. He's on the stairs there. Going to be the swing. Starmatis does get down. That's the diffuser being dealt with. Revenges not able to. Oh my lord. Romano just straight to the face of the M590.
I love Ubisoft and their dumb glitches.
That's got to be my favourite one. Nothing like a full arm's length shotgun blast. But yeah, it is going to be 1-1. Fraction Memories get themselves on the board. Heading into round number 3, it is 1-1.
Ooh, boy, I feel a comeback. Ooh.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, you're a negative Nancy.
Yeah, I'm a negative Nigel. Exactly. Now you said it. I could not have said it better. You and your eloquent as such. Going in round number 3, it's going to be trophy statuary. We'll sit back out from the vigil, potentially onto the vigil once again. We won't know. It's going to be Where My Note, in fact, instead. And I've got to wonder, maybe we see that vertical threat coming in. Moved has picked up the buck. IQ was shifted over to Zuzzy as we
Defenders,
head to
protect your
trophy
bombs from
statuary.
being defused by attackers.
Playing from below, it's going to be a scary time. That much is for sure. 12 flash grenades being brought here by the Revenges lineup.
Going up.
Only one nitro cell from Fractured Memories, and it is in the hand of Inversion. We'll see. It's Darkest Dino though that is going to be the player to put the team on his shoulders right now. He has massive with a number of frags for his team. But, I mean, if he can't do
Whopping
it-
3. Oh baby, a
10 seconds left.
triple.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's come up big
5
with a lot of
seconds
frags,
insertion.
especially on that Jaeger as well. It's really going to be down to him
Attackers
to
are
secure
moving
that
out
win
to
for his
locate a
team.
bomb and defuse it.
Trocador does go out, denying the push from Master Bedroom, at least for the moment. Is the 44 Magnum being brought here by Mr. Gore. Going to be looking for those quick snipes with the hand cannon.
360 no scope with the hand cannon.
Look, I'm just surprised we haven't seen a knife round come out.
Oh, it's a.
A bomb has been located.
I was gonna say, is that what's gonna say?
Nothing like shooting at an assault rifle, a full arm flick.
The ball. Spotted the bomb.
It's like those videos you watch on YouTube where the girl who's never shot a gun before tries to shoot a Desert Eagle and then breaks her own nose.
Yeah.
It's not a good time.
Device ready.
They are getting themselves set up for that third floor, or second floor push, sorry. A third level push, I suppose, as there is the basement. Just coming straight into the master bedroom, going into the bathroom, in fact. The contest onto Astro stairs. Air jab does go out, but the Where My Magnet is there to deal with it. So the position of the Nomad given away. Zone flash is to burn through those magnets. I have to question, like, I would be genuinely curious to see actually physically possible the way these Where My Magnets work. Because I'm pretty sure they break the laws of physics in some way or another.
Oh, this
Drone
game
going
kind of
out
breaks the
into
laws of
statuary.
physics in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen Fledge use a hammer? His Darkest Dino tagged down reasonably low. Inversions contesting from statuary there.
Bomb located by attackers.
There's multiple players up around. There we go. Final Where My Magnet. Starmatis will be the one to open things up with a kill onto Hawk, so no more Where My Magnet. The Astro is coming. Mr. Gloria. With the Nomad goes to the spray behind the desk, but there is no one there. Starmatis providing some support. As they push and drone it move with a quick tap on the Darkest Dino's head. And we now find ourselves in favour of Revenges at the moment for 5-3, sorry.
Airdrop planted.
I thought they'd lost someone, but no, it wasn't the case. Oh. Unfortunately, Starmatis not able to connect, and Shadow will secure that first through like I was talking about a moment ago. Starmatis just having a bit of a rough time at the moment, not quite able to connect those initial shots. Shadow now as Inversion this thing down, will be taken out by Tonic. They push straight onto the bomb site through the Toxic Bay. Mystigorio finds Gramado, 4 versus 1. It's all up to Shadow. He finds Move. Finds Mystigorio
Oh
and
man, that
kill.
was so close.
It's going to go on either way. As he finds a quad! Just quick tap on Tonic's head. Goes to the swing. Might be able to find him an ace. It's all up to Starmatis. And he has been in
Attackers
a rather
have recovered
unfortunate
their
situation. Diffuser has been picked up. Pulling back on the main stairs. It does mean Starmatis will find. It's going to try and bait it up. Relocates himself all the
seconds
way
left.
to trophy.
If he just plays time, he's not gonna have time to plant.
6 seconds left.
5 seconds to
He
go.
has to go for the plant. No, he has to pull back. No, he's
Is
overthought
he
it.
throwing?
No,
Is he
yes.
throwing? He throws the. Wow!
Operators, you have
Wow!
Just gone and stuck to the plant. It would
Wow!
have been a much more favourable situation, but now we find Fraction Memories for the first time with a lead
Bro,
in some matters.
if there was one play, if your rank was determined by one play, your ass is iron. That's iron right there. You're not even in Rainbow Six. Your ass just flew out of Rainbow Six and into Valorant, and your ass is iron.
100%. I agree with that. Sam Mattis has been struggling. He's had some guys hasn't been functioning quite at optimum levels. So maybe
He needs some.
the
juggernaut.
team. Yeah,
He
I think
needs
Revenge
some
needs to
jug.
invest. They need to invest in some juggernaut energy to bring themselves back into this. Inversions will pick up this is the post off the 6th pick. It'll be interesting to see where they play. It's going to be
Attackers need
dining
to
kitchen,
locate and
obviously.
defuse as many
But
bombs
it's going to be
as
playing
they
down a
can.
basement. Look, I will be honest. I have seen insane pulse plays on this map.
Worrying about grenades.
Like I saw one post holding basement, got misdroned out, and secured a knife kill to open things up,
Camera ready to
which
activate.
is probably the most demoralizing thing I could have imagined.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
And Shadow with the 1v5 clutch
I got the wall.
gets himself a quad, then plays time to absolute perfection to get themselves around. Round number 4, 2-1 the scoreline. Fraction Memories for the time
10
find
seconds.
themselves in the lead in the series. Although, in saying
5
that, it
seconds to
doesn't
go.
really account for much here as Revengers could live up to their name
Attackers
and
objective
bring
is
it
to
back.
defuse a bomb.
As they are on the way, getting themselves in. Cameras being dealt with. Zazie connecting the first shot of the round. What a champion. Gonna look to get straight in, get stuck in as they open walls up. Reinforcements are in place. And team coordination to deal with that barricade, just on point. X-Tyrers are available. They're gonna look to open things up there. Such an impactful line of sight to open up as well. Going in, looking for information. They scout out the post. The basement stairs there, pantry being pushed. Oh, the hatch is open. That's a great angle. Oh no, but down in
no.
basement there is someone waiting. It was a bait the entire time. Pulls out from Wine Cellar on the pantry stairs. Gets a big frag. And it could be Fraction Memories looking just a little bit more solid here on Villa.
Surveying. Nitro. Nitro.
Astro, as Mr. Goria gets dropped very low and moved, put on the ground. This has been a uncharacteristic attack coming out of Revengers. They're looking rather weak, all said and done.
Deploying heartbeat sensor.
Despite that opening round, they have really struggled the last couple. Allowing Shadow to get that quad. Nitro cell already used by Inversion, but we'll be providing that information with the cardiac sensor. Oh, Romado has his. You heard the rip. They are. Yeah, there we go, Inversion. Finally gets that kill off the back of his Nitro cell. They let him bleed out, unfortunately. Time is bleeding away.
Heartbeat sensor
5 versus
activated.
3 in favour of Fraction Memories. Only 2 drones left. They scout out the player. Cardiac sensor from Kedford.
Oh no!
Spray on
Don't
the
peek it
pantry
again! Don't
stairs.
peek it again!
Loading new attackers have dropped the bomb. to
Alright, Darkest Dino will be dropped off the back of Mr. Goria, but Romado finds him. Inversion with the quick taps. Fraction Memories push themselves up 3-1. It's a rough one. It's looking much cleaner out of Fraction Memories at the moment. But there is still 2 more rounds in the half. Revengers could get themselves a 3-3.
I think Zenith slapped or Shadow around a little bit.
And we see a change up for Zazie. He's back on the Kali. As we are going to be heading to AVG. And it is a great pick to be having, especially playing outside that study doorway. If you can land the shots, open up the long angles into either trophy or the games or AVO.
Can the chat try to show me the biggest pog ever? Like just
Yeah, here's
spam
us.
pog champ. I want to see how much pog we can get in the chat. Yeah.
Gives us some big pogs. We want some pogs in the
Biggest
chat for the
pogs, you
boys.
know, like them, like Goose Game level pogs. Like I think that's his biggest pog yet.
Pogs.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Some Matters did 6-pick out onto the Maverick. No IQ going to be showing up here, which could be pretty impactful, all said and done, if they don't scout out some of the gadgets, especially with Shadow playing the Valkyrie. Looks like picked out from the castle. They're setting themselves up, pretty standard defense up on the second floor. Shut off master bedroom. Close off that angle into trophy. Oh, sorry, statuary. Statuary's over the other side. But I mean, at this point, Fractured Memories may have found some momentum going into this.
10 seconds left.
They've been doing much better in the last couple of rounds. It's really on Zuzzy and the boys to show up here and shut down that momentum they've generated.
Attackers are
See
moving
what
out
they
to
can
locate
do.
a bomb.
Threat phase is done. Action phase underway. CSRX in hand, looking to connect those long range shots as they open up study straight away. Going to get themselves ready for the rappel. No pulse this time, so the heartbeat sensor not going to be able to give away all that key information. Anticipating the run out move as well. As they open up some of these windows. Not going to be able to find the angle like they did in the last one. No one in classical at the moment. New jammers are there. So someone all the way down the other end of classical attack.
Think of the magnet.
Going to be flying towards the landing. It is Hawks. Has the pixel shield there. If we see a hot breach coming out, it'll be a rough time. They scout out the Jaeger and Astro as well. So much information to be gathered here for Rangers. They're waiting for the player and walking a move to open things up with a big kill on the shot, and it's the Valkyrie. That's the biggest loss. They do lose the Nitro cell, I suppose. They're pushing up main stairs. They'll scout out the shield and Hawks on the Webeye. They try to contest. He jumps over straight to the line of those bullets. They know there are players upstairs. Blackstone will get one back on the moves. No fair traded out in the end. Sonic out in the veranda. Schematis does take down Darkest Dino. Agate now dropped. Exothermic does get used as well as that one enabled that opening. And now they've got heaps of angles to set up on. Game's now opened up wide. Oh, they see the player, the headshot. That is a big one tap there from Zuzzy with action rifle. That is, I mean, if there was a more goodnight moment, I have not seen one in this tournament so far. Tonics will take down Hawks in the end. It's now all up to inversions. As the diffuser is being planted. And Zuzzy with another one. I mean, why not? The long range connect onto inversions and revenges. They're back on form. I mean, look at this. The jump in straight into Aviator. Just connects, takes him down.
316, no scope. Let's go.
Like, that is some FaZe Clan level shots connecting.
Saw sniping. Saw sniping has way better clips.
I mean, I'm always a fan of when Carly shows up. In fact, she's play as well. But going into round number 6, final round of the half, AVG being picked up once again, and we saw just how quickly it was dismantled by Revengers in that last round. I wonder what they're going to change to try and bring it back here. Inversion will pick out onto the post this time. So the FBI operator going to be making an appearance once again, playing from below. That could be the change-up that they need to make this one happen. I don't know, though. Zuzzy just is connecting. He's clicking heads. He's clicking bodies. He's
Defenders,
just
protect your bombs
dismantling
from
the
being
defense
defused by
here.
attackers.
Let's see what they can do. Going into this round, though, Hawks playing the MP5 SAS operator rather than the M590. A little bit different. I suppose Gramato's got his for all the editing needs that they do have. Not that there really is that many editing needs on a bomb site like this one.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I mean, this is the closest it's been mounted. And do you reckon they're going to make it to overtime on...
Jammer activated.
There's a very possibility if they keep going to tit for tat like this, and they keep the momentum for these
10 seconds to insertion.
bring this to overtime.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. They've got to get it in. They've got to get it done.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
As the attackers are moving into the defuse, like you just heard. Action phase underway. Final round of the half, final round of the defense here for Fractured Memories. That has been a struggle for them the entire run through the series, and 3 players all stacked up in 90, trying to figure out who's going to go through the whole thing. Darkest Dino will be the one given the shield. Towards landing, spray goes out, not going to be able to connect too much there. Sonic was droning out spectacularly in study, getting so much information for his team. back on it, trying to scout out any potential rotations coming. He's going to jump his way into Aviator. Spots the player in Vault as well. The man is playing a spectacular game for his team so far. Scouts out the player in Classical as well. Will chuck his drone straight into Vault onto the Mute Jammer. It's better than losing it, because if they can deal with that Mute Jammer, it's going to be able to provide so much information downstairs, though. It's inversions in library with the cardiac sensor. Going to be spotting out Zuzzy on the Kali.
Deploying sensor.
Where is he going to look to apply his pressure? He's got that Nitro Cell in hand, as well as the OP45, which, I mean, a lot of players argue that it's the worst gun in the game, but I mean, the number of frags we see people picking up. Oh, there we go. That's a big one to find. Time for all that information he was gathering. He's going back. Cymatis will find him, but Shadow able to frag out immediately. Exthermic charge going out to open up games. Air jabs as well being set up. Drones starting up as well, and this is where we found. Oh, moved with the Claymore to take out Shadow. And this is where we've seen Zuzzy shine before with the CSRX. Was watching the angle, but pulled off at the last second. Only did the player in and around games at the very least. Sitting behind Bart. Oh, they're so close to a pixel revealing itself as Mr. Goria is going to aggressively push up onto the angle. Darkest Dino does lose his edge to Seth player. As the Nitro Cell does come out. Hooks finds it, but he's dropped by Mr. Goria again. And Mr. Goria with a triple impact closes out the round on his own. Revenges bring it to a 3-3 half. I mean, it could have gone either way. We thought that maybe we're in the best position of their lives to take this one to potentially another map, but it seems that Revenges have said no. They've brought it back to a 3-3 half. They now are going in onto the defense with the preferred side for a lot of teams, especially on Villa. As Zuzzy will pick up the Bandit in the end, was hovering onto the Ella. We might see a 6-pick onto it in the end, as Vigil was there for moved as well. Who knows? Doesn't seem that it is going to be the case yet. 6-pick potential. Well and truly there, as it's going to be moved 6-picking out onto the Legion. And still, no hopes, no dreams going to be coming true here for Mountain. No Montagne making his way into Villa. Look, maybe you need to be following some of the other leagues. Has been showing up.
And you can't even do Mother Duck strat anymore with a Monty and a bunch of Shield recruits. It's not fun anymore.
Hey, we got to see the Power Ranger strat coming out in the... They played the other day in Apex. They played all the classic maps, so we got to see Bank, we got to see Yacht come out. And they played a full Power Rangers lineup coming in, full 5 recruits. So it was good fun. The boys are up on the Rainbow Six AMD channel. Check that out.
5 seconds left.
Going at around number 7, 3-3 the scoreline. Looking to bring it back and close out the series with 3-0 in commanding fashion. But we'll see if they can do that. Nowhere might being brought, so no Magnet's going to have to be dealt with here by the attackers. As they have got themselves 12 flash grenades once again. We'll see. Action phase underway. It could be all over in a matter of about 15-20 minutes. It's really going to come down to who frags out best. Is it going to be Darkest Dino and Shadow showing up big here for the team? Or is it going to be Mr. Gory at time and Salmatis closing down any hopes of redemption here? But fractured memories. Nomad's already in Gramado, setting up those air jabs for the rotate downstairs. It seems to be a game of where do we sit here for Revenges at the moment. The upside down rappel are going to be set up. Outside study. As yet, they're just having a bit of a friendly chat here at Hunting. It's a pretty sick skin, I'm not going to lie. Empire.
Joystick is a robot. Joystick is a robot. The man was developed by the Russian Federation. He's a robot to play esports and win games.
Much like old Dendy over on Team Gnarly for the Dota.
Dendy.
That's a deep throwback. I got my Gnarly jersey sitting next to me, so I'm a big fan of them. But first half of the round already burnt through. It seems that Fractured Memory are unwilling to pull the trigger, and to the chagrin of Inversion. Gregorio with the M590 will find one move, finds the second from above with its SM. Gregorio was dropped, unfortunately, off the back of it, but it is a 4 versus 3 at the moment. They'll get the pick up there. Teammate Sarmatis in the right spot. X-Cara is going out from study, going to open up that angle. Impact trick, not going to connect. No, it does! Oh, no, it's a second too late. Goomine will be dropped in the study doorway.
Device
And
ready.
it almost worked there. It could have been absolutely massive. Unfortunately moved just a second too late on the trigger. Drone going out will be dealt with.
Nitro placed.
Tristel is Duzzy. Looking to make things happen. Doesn't quite connect there. And Gramado will take him out in the end. Bring you back to a 3.
A little prick.
Goomine just being thrown through those X-Cairo holes. It has been a rather rough round. Actually, it's been a rather rough series of rounds here for Fraction Memories. Just trying to get things open. X-Cairo is being placed in classical. As they want to open up this game wall. Gramado finds Mr. Goria as well as he was flushed out of his... A great crossfire being set up. Shadow taking some big damage. Tonic running low on ammo. Sarmatis finds Gramado in the end. Tonic finds Hawks despite being low on ammo. Last player stuck in study and the swing comes out. Move finds it. Revengeance take the lead going into the second half of this map here on Villa. 4-3. You could be getting your wish here, Mountain. It could be over soon. You could get your desire to go and catch some sleep. Really comes down to whether or not Revenges are on your side.
Man.
whether they
I
want to shut
will
out
tell
yet.
you what. I will tell you what. Anybody in chat, anybody in here hasn't lived till they've streamed 12 hours straight.
Hey, look, you haven't lived until you've solo casted for 7 hours.
Yeah,
Done before. It
that's
was
what I
not fun.
mean, dude. Casting for by yourself for 8, 9, 10 hours. It's insane.
It's it is an absolute workout for your voice. Going in around number 8 though, Zuz the Jaeger. Trophy statuary, the bomb site. Doc for Sarmatis. Might be looking for some of those cheeky spawn peaks. Only the one nitro cell available. I'm just waiting for the walk-in closet run out nitro cell.
Defenders, protect your
on
bombs
the
from being
thousand.
defused by attackers.
If you can pull that off, you're an absolute beast. And we'll see if that is going to be the play. I don't think it will. We see 6 barbed wire coming out on the defense, just trying to slow things down as much as possible. Drones are in. Drones are looking for information. Tonics trying to set up as much information as possible. Yeah, they just completely
Bomb located by
destroy
attackers.
that wall in astrology. I mean, what can be done? 10 seconds left in prep phase. Revengers have just been looking that much clean, that much more. They set themselves up.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the bomb.
Tonics looking for the drone up in a master, but it doesn't seem to be that there is one. They've got multiple players up around the bomb site here on the second floor. Barricades going out left, right, and centre to cut down the lines of sight. IQ is there in the hands of Darkest Dino this time. Not playing the Canadian. Trying to get themselves in, trying to get these angles. Pre-fires coming out the way at the study. But inversions not going to connect. I mean,
I haven't seen a frost at all this series either.
there's been a frost. It was 6 out. So it hasn't, I suppose it hasn't technically been. It made an appearance in phase.
All set to jam the meridian.
Oh, there we go. The Jaeger scattered out Zuzzy. Just to get away. I don't even think he knows there's a drone there. I think he's just been playing that long. His brain might be actually fried. Maybe he himself needs some second on energy. Yeah, the swing comes. Inversion loses some health, but Zuzzy just whiffing in terms of the brain there. That means they're at a man disadvantage very early on in this round. We'll see. We'll see if it is impactful going into the rest of it. Has been one of the more consistent plays for the Revengers roster. The 90 camp is dealt with.
Ding, 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 ding. We got another scumbag banned by BattleEye.
Hey, look, now there's going to be Ghost running rampant. Ghost Hunter has been with the. I don't even know where it's going. There's not been far for too long. Impact Trick going out on the master bit. They scattered out inversion with the drone to get that information. There's still 2 players in Astro. IQ looking for that information.
Next.
They are slowly locked out of Statue at the moment. ADS denies the initial impact. Shadow will find one on Scum out of 5 versus 3 at the moment. Barricades being dealt with, but there's so many more of them. Second one gets dealt with. Oh, it feeds the player. Tonics at the long angle towards Astro. Darkest one takes some big damage. Inversion gets dropped, moved. Find 2 in the end. But unfortunately for them, they lose moved and Mr. Goria. Shadow takes it out. Takes Tonics out and brings it back to a 4 versus 4. Quick frags both ways. This map has been neck and neck as oh no. Tonics caught out trying to drop down into the central area of the building.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why so many viewers have decided what let's wait till the last game, right? Let's all leave, right? So we're sitting at 25. We were at 40. Let's see if we can get back up to 40. Everybody wants to see FM come back, right? FM has some peeps, friends they could invite. I'm pretty sure Avengers has a bunch of friends that they can invite. Let's see if we can get back up to 40. Let's go.
I think people may have resigned themselves to the fact. I mean, they need to find just a bit of wind and they can look to run away with this game. Going at around about 9 though. 4-4 the scoreline. Has been neck and neck up until this point despite being absolute blowouts on the first two
and
matches.
defuse bombs.
And Zazie will pull out the Kaid this time with the TCSG. On the attack, no changes whatsoever as they bring the plan roster. It has been a much harder going on to the defense for Revenge here. They have looked rather consistent up until this point. They're at the same bomb right now though. But still not quite sure about that wall being opened up by Tonic. I say that Zazie will be opening up the rotate in Astro. Tonic, the last time we saw him there, he was able to put in some work, not as much as he would have liked.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, we might have a bit of player poaching coming out here.
5 seconds remaining.
Shadow is propositioned here by Sam Mattis.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
That's not on. This is mid-game.
This door is
You can't be doing that. That is just not on. It's Sam Mattis. Look at him. Look at him. He's an absolute bully. Destroying his own teammates' barricade. Trying to get into the heads of his opponents. And Shadow, the loyalty being shown here for Fraction. He likes it where he is. He is not willing to give up his place on the team. And Granada, a little bit incensed as Inversion will take down Sam Mattis. Yeah, okay, that's apt. That is the payback. And going into the rest of the round, it is going to be Sam Mattis. Sam Mattis has just been,
A bomb has been
and
located.
he's not been a great guy. I'll be honest. This entire series, he's 10 kills moved twice tonight. He's then propositioned his opponent to whether or not he wants to leave the team he's playing on at the moment. And as quickly as that will be happening, Zazie and Tonics will find 2, leaving it in a 4v3 situation. I'm just incensed. Sam Mattis, you disappoint me, my friend.
Attackers have located.
I don't even want to call him my friend. He's just been a... Like, I don't associate with people like that. Darkest Dino will bring it back to a 3v3 with a quick kill on the Tonic. That is the Valkyrie down. No nitrous out was used, I do believe. Looking for all that information in Master Bedroom, but there's not really that much to get. And they've got to push themselves into the bomb site.
Scanning for electronic devices.
There is plenty of time left. Zazie will get Inversion, that TCSG, despite those nerfs it received earlier on in the year, paying dividends for Zazie here. I will be honest, I have no idea if I'm saying his name right or... No point in changing it at this point. It's good enough. You heard it there. Oh, swing coming, Mr. Goria almost taking out Hawks. Will have his teammate Zazie to get the triple. On to Darkest Dino. Being a great support for his teammates. And it looks like maybe Move just had too much Juggernaut energy, as he is just wigging out at the moment. Proving just how quickly he can aim down sights. 35 seconds left on the clock. Hawks has to push in and go for the plant. But he's going outside. There's not really much he can do. He's going to drop down. He's going to drop down even further, go all the way to the... And jump on the drones. And I don't know what he's achieving here. That drone is in Mudroom. He's got 17 seconds left. He's got the diffuser. And I think
15
he's
seconds
just
to
going
go.
to chill. Yeah, he's just going to chill outside on his drone
10
in
seconds
Mudroom.
left.
And have a little bit of a nap before he goes into the next.
5 seconds left.
hey, look, sometimes you need one of those power naps to bring you back, revitalize you, going into the next one.
Operators
Revenge is
have
we'll
run out
run
of
it down
time.
the clock. Fox wasn't able to do much. He's just going to save the KD because we know that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's all about the KD. If you're not looking good, you're not looking at all.
No, sir.
And I mean, Mountain. We are 2 rounds away from potentially calling this one done. Potentially even more if we do see it go to full overtime. I mean, Revenges. Maybe they flick the switch here because that last round was rather one-sided. Zuzzy on the Kaid, just clicking away. And speaking of clicking away, you guys can click away at the Juggernaut Energy website. Unstoppable to get
Yes!
sent off as well.
Yes!
Yeah, oh, there we go.
Yes!
Darkest Dino. He's done it. He's done it for the
Finally!
memes. He's done it for the stream. Montagne
Ah!
going to be making an appearance here. And who knows, that could
Attackers
be the
need to
tool
locate and
that
defuse
enables
bombs.
fractured memory to come back. Although I will hold off on my prediction there of that. I don't know. I'm not going to say whether or not they need to bring it back because they have been shot at a couple of times here on Villa. Get themselves in. Get themselves done. The prep phase is underway. It is the first floor bomb site here. It's going to be Dining
Going up.
and Kitchen, which is notoriously a very rough site to play on.
10 seconds left before insertion.
And Tomatis has already taken some damage. I don't feel bad at this point about that. He deserves it. He's been a meanie.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the
Propositioning the
bomb.
opponent, bullying moves consistently throughout the night.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Then Darkest Dino, the Monty, making Mountain happy. As he will be pushing himself in. Get himself into, he's going straight in. He's going to open up the window, jump in. He's heading straight to pantry.
2 feet up.
No, he's going to jump in there. No commitment. No commitment to the meme whatsoever. He's going to head a different direction, going to the laundry, sees the player, things him out. And he's going to drop his shield. There's the flash grenades there. No! Toxic canister gets thrown deep. Darkest Dino going to take a bit of damage early on. As they head close that push. And what's his face tanking? The toxic canister there to try and throw a grenade. Zuzzy will take out version of Charlie all for naught. Does get the lights down to deny the shield. That is a and the CSRX is headed in the wall now. He was so destroyed by that SMG spray that it is now stuck in the wall.
Thanks, Ubi.
That was just how hard he was put to sleep. I'm not gonna lie, that was a big shot. And as a result,
Stay close.
and Darkest Dino going to be pushing himself now up from the second floor because they couldn't get through in on the first floor. So we'll see if this change in direction is going to be enough for them to get on to the bottom site and get themselves back even at 5-5. Tomatis is there, finds Gramada. Will pull himself back. That is the Kyrie. And Darkest Dino, Gramada calling out the trick shot there. And this Monty is not the most effective pick that we've seen so far. As a result of his pick, he's already seen 2 of his teammates dropped off the board very quickly. Maybe they can hook up with you, Mountain. You can give them some lessons, teach them how to play the Monty effectively. But time is
The aggressive Monty.
running away.
Yes.
The one-man army Monty. As the lifeline will be used to destroy the castle barricade at the top of the stairs there.
Bomb
Darkest
located by
Dino
attackers.
trying to deal with that goo mine. It's rather elusive.
Dropped.
And as he's doing that move, will take out his team. So that might be a bug. That might be a bug and a half.
50
As the run out is coming until Darkest Dino and Shadow, he will get the down on his
Oh,
Duzzy
don't
in the
worry
end.
about
seconds
him.
left. Defender is exposed.
And Miss
Defender
Midoriya
is
will finish it off, get his teammate up. They're both outside, and Move will take it out a flawless round. As I'm not quite sure what was happening with that goo mine. Oh my lord, look at that, the prone slide in. And we are now heading to match point here for Revengers. And now, match point here on Villa. Aviator Games going to be the bomb site of
Can
choice.
someone clip that?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Not sure about that one at all. As Mr. Goria is going to be picking up the Frost here. Darkest Dino will be picking the Monty as well. Inversion on the Amaru. 6 pick out for the line. Oh my lord, no. Not the line, please no. I'd rather see an Amaru. Cap can. For Mr.
Who
Goria.
can? Cap can. No!
No, he can't. Smoke can though for Mr. Goria. And I'm
Defenders,
sad.
protect
No
your bombs from
Amaru.
being defused by
No
attackers.
Amaru at all. Inversion. Right, flush out your prey strategy. Themselves up on ABG. Hopefully, we don't see Inversion face tanking the SMG-11 spray off the shoulder of the Monty again. Because that was rather embarrassing. But who knows? Potentially the final round of this.
10
Revenge
seconds
is
to go.
one round away from securing themselves the win and bragging
5
rights
seconds left.
and that prize as well.
Attackers
Who
are
knows?
moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Maybe they can do it.
Use hammer speed up.
Quick question though, Mountain. How many of those Strata Cups you got left that you're trying to offload on the Juggernaut website? Because last we checked, you were sitting at about 10. They've been going hot and fast. Maybe the viewers need to know how many are left so they don't miss out.
We're sitting at 9 right now.
9 left, guys. A cup coming out from left to
Bomb
bottom.
has been located.
And it keeps your drink cool for anywhere from 24 to 36 hours. I think that's some pretty hefty technology that I'd want to get behind. Has moved or taken some damage out in that study window. Make sure you head over to the website to snag yourselves one of them as the EE1D is going to be coming out. We're playing a game of statues, red light, green light. As Revengers do pass the vibe check, they're going to hold themselves still. It's Darkest Dino. Pushing them all the way down towards 90. Drones are shot by Mr. Guerrero. Tonics takes out Inversion, so that EE1D is
Beauty's in place!
as he is destroyed by the Nitro cell of Tonics. Loaded bomb going out, going to reveal positions, but you can't do much if you can't see them. Take Zuzzy down to the castle. An unfortunate loss.
Bomb located
4
by
versus
attackers.
4. The player running the main chest to give away everything. As Mr. Boy spots the Monty.
No, what are you doing?
Oh no! Darkest Dino is mopped up. And 590 being held. Leaves the player at the end. Move will find another, but unfortunately Mr. Goria not able to connect the shots onto Shadow. The X-Star going behind him. 8-2 versus 3 at the moment. Hawks and Shadow versus the world. Free fires coming from the end of Classical. As they've got an angle, but no way to get it in. The Hawks will find some, bringing it back to a 2 versus 2. They're not down and out yet for Fractured Memories. 1 minute left on the clock, so they've got time to play with. It's going to be M throughout the night from him so far. Tonics is playing in games though. Could be the player that shuts this all down. Move. Oh no! Shadow loses his head, and it's all up to Hawks. It's 1 round. 2 frags that he needs to find to keep themselves in this. Gonna reposition the hunting vault. Is gonna see move, takes him down, but he was already incredibly low. 30 seconds left on the clock, and oh no! Revengers! Tonics has done it. Revengers close out the tournament in command. It's a 3-0, a 7-4, 7-2, 7. Oh, sorry, no, 7-4, 7-3, 7-4 again. As Revengers close this tournament out in style, taking first place, as they have well and truly deserved it. Mountain, it has been a long journey. We started earlier on today. I mean, I was up at 6 o'clock New Zealand time. It is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We have finally come to the end of this journey here with Juggernaut Energy series.